that man with the mojo. My 8th subscriber, yeah, I'm a back also. Jump in them sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Hernando de Soto. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Watch my attention about the man with the mojo. My 8th subscriber, yeah, I'm a back also. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. How y'all doing today? Uh-oh, no, it didn't. I thought my microphone died. That would have been bad. How's everybody doing today? Let me pull up the chat so I can say hi to you guys. Christo, good to see you. Hey, Christo, I just wanted to mention while you're here, because I don't know if you're going to be here for this whole thing, but next Friday, we're going to do a game night. So keep an eye open for that. Society Red, good to see you. Yo, mama, always a pleasure. Let's get right into it. So I saw a story this week, and it actually happened in July, but it made me so angry that I decided we have to do a Crimeland today. So that's what we're doing. It's about, we'll get to it in a couple of stories, but it's about somebody who left their child in a car in Arizona in July, which is crazy. We'll get to that in a minute. I pulled up the body cam. We're going to watch the whole thing. And Mandy Thomas is here. Mandy, hello. Good to see you. Speaking of, I happen to have Mandy Thomas's doggo here. Can we see him? Benny. Benny. All right, let's give the dogs a treat. As you guys know, puppers get a treat every time you guys donate or support the show in any way. So we obviously have Xena, who's the star of the show right here. There she is. We have Ava here, but we also have a special guest appearance by Benny. Let's give them a treat to start the show. Why does their camera look so weird? They almost look black and white. It's very odd. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's put some music on before I do all this. Let's do that real quick. And then we'll get into all the crime stories. I got to get Benny on air. All right. There's Ava. There's Xena. Hey, Benny. Come. You back up. Back up. Back up. There. Back up. Benny, come here. No, come. Ava, sit. Benny, come on. Here. Benny. Right here. There he is. There you go. You don't like the milk bones? I don't know if Benny likes the milk bones, but we tried. Benny's such a good boy. Isn't that right, Benny? All right, so to the stories. We're going to start out with a former sheriff named Jamie Knoll expected in court Monday to plead guilty to crimes, prosecutors say. This is in Louisville, Kentucky. Attorneys for former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll have filed a motion requesting a change of plea. Knoll has previously pled not guilty to 31 felonies. The change of plea hearing is now scheduled for 11 a.m. on Monday, August 26th. So this is from a couple of weeks ago. Let's watch the news report.
Darby Dean has been following that portion of it and tells us what we're expecting to happen in court on Monday.
Yeah, thanks, Stefan. So we do know that Jamie Knoll is expected to be back here in court on Monday, and now a special prosecutor on the case tells us that Jamie Knoll, during that hearing, is expected to plead guilty. Jamie Knoll is facing 31 felony charges related to fraud, misconduct, theft, ghost employment, and public corruption. Aside from being the former sheriff in Clark County, Jamie Knoll also led New Chapel Fire and EMS and the Utica Township Volunteer Firefighter Association. The charges Knoll faces are related to allegations that he used millions of dollars from the agencies for his own use. He's accused of using credit cards from the agencies to fund his family's lifestyle. Accusations include using taxpayer money to pay for vacations, Rolex watches, high-end clothing, and more. Knoll has pleaded not guilty in this case, but in the latest update...
Somebody in the chat tell me, is this the guy that was on that TV show about jails, 60 Days In? Was this guy on 60 Days In as the sheriff? Remind me, because he looks very familiar, and I think I haven't had cable in a long time, but when I did have cable when that show first came out, I saw maybe the first 2 seasons of that show before I got rid of cable. So let me know if that's the guy.
We're now learning about this change of plea hearing in just a few days. Special Prosecutor Rick Hurdle says Knoll will be admitting guilt Monday, and a sentencing date will be set. Knoll's wife, Misty, who has filed for divorce, and his daughter, Casey, are both facing multiple charges for theft and tax evasion. They have pleaded not guilty and have asked to have their cases combined. Jamie Knoll is currently in jail on a $1.5 million bond. We've made several phone calls today trying to reach out to people about this case, including Jamie Knoll's attorney, Larry Wilder, who said, "See you Monday." That's the answer we're getting from a lot of people, is that they will not talk until after court on Monday. But that's a place we will be, right here in court Monday, following this case and any updates that come between now and then as well. We'll send it back to you all in the studio and continue to keep you updated tonight throughout our newscast also.
All right, Darby and Stefan, thank you both.
Thanks, Darby. Appreciate the report. All right, let's get into the main story for today. We're going to need Zena on screen for this one because it's a tough one to get through, and she's the sweetest, best snuggler that I have. Woo! Distracted, big air quotes on that, dad who binged PlayStation as 2-year-old died in 109-degree heat was warned to stop leaving them in the car. So I looked up, I went to, on the website Weather Underground, you can pull up the historical data for weather. It was actually 111 was the high that day in Tucson, Arizona in July. Disturbing new details have emerged in the case of a 37-year-old father of 3 in Arizona accused of killing his 2-year-old daughter last week when she was left in a hot car amid triple-digit temperatures. Christopher Schultz allegedly forgot that he had left young Parker Schultz sleeping inside the family's 2023 Acura MDX for several hours because he got distracted playing video games. I'm so mad. Do you guys remember when I covered that case here out of Georgia? What was that guy's name? Ross. Something Harris Ross. That guy. Holy cannoli. Same situation. I don't think this guy was distracted. Let's watch the news story about it. And it looks like, thank you very much, Erica, for the gift memberships. Love it. Love to see it. We will give the doggos some treats when we're done with this news story.
Breaking update to just a really sad story out of southern Arizona. Police have arrested the father of a 2-year-old who died after being left in a hot car in Marana, which is just north of Tucson. Christopher Schultz is now facing 2nd-degree murder and child abuse charges. This happened on Tuesday. Officers responded to a call of an unresponsive child in that car. The dad told investigators he left his daughter in the car on purpose so she could sleep, but he thought the car was on with the air conditioning. But then when the child's mother got home, she found the car off and the 2-year-old was unconscious. We'll keep you updated on any developments in this case as well.
That's nuts to leave your child or animal, for that matter, in the car for even a couple of minutes in Arizona. Insane. All right, let's get these dogs some treats, and then we're gonna watch the body cam of this guy getting arrested. It's so infuriating. Thank you very much, Erica, for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that so very much. Zena, Erica loves you very much. Surrender Monkey, Frauditor Watch, Mag D5, me, and D-Man. Thank you very much for being here. And welcome to the membership program. We're doing game night Friday night, this coming up Friday. So pay attention to the community tab for that. All members are welcome to join in and play.
Zena, that's for you.
Benny is not liking these milk bones, so he's just going to have a stack of treats stacked up until Ava goes over there and steals them.
There's another one for you.
And Ava. Thank you, thank you. Why is everything so crooked? We're getting there. All right. Thank you very much, Erica. I appreciate it. We got everything situated. All right. So this is the body cam of this guy getting arrested. It's a little long. We'll pause it from time to time and do a little commentary on it. But I want you to pay attention to the difference of reaction that this guy has from when he finds out that his child is dead to when he finds out that he's being arrested. The emotions and everybody reacts differently to different things. But I find it very curious. There's no audio for the first 30 seconds, of course. That's how body cam always is. It really, this sort of thing drives me nuts because it's so preventable. And it's Arizona in July. I don't understand leaving your kids in the car at all, ever. I know that when I was a kid, my parents used to do that, but we had a driveway that was right next to the house, and the windows in the house would be open. We didn't have air conditioning growing up, so the windows in the house would be open and the car windows would be open. So as soon as we started crying, they would bring us in the house. Do you see what I mean? And also, it wasn't the middle of summer. It was like spring and fall when it was like 70 degrees outside. Either way, I don't leave my dogs or my kids in the car at all. Not at all.
I'll be on eventually. Yeah. There you go.
A lot of it is blurred, and I don't know why it's blurred right now, but inside people's houses, I noticed they blurred a lot. So some of this is blurred just because there's like family photos on the wall and stuff like that.
Jenkins, you're on as well?
Yep.
All right, just making sure. Sorry. You good?
we're not too far into it yet, we're going to say thank you very much to Ron. I appreciate it. We will give all 3 doggos treats today. We have Benny here, by the way. Extra dog today. He misses his mama. Look at how sad he looks. Mama, I know you're watching right now. Benny misses you. We'll give them treats right now.
Step out real quick. Alright. So remember how I talked?
Can we do this maybe out here so the kiddos don't have to hear?
Here, one is sleeping and one's next door.
So remember how we talked about the investigation and things that would transpire? Okay. And I told you I'm always gonna tell you guys the truth. There's no secrets here, right? So based off of our investigation at this point, right, we have determined that there's probable cause to go ahead and charge you for what happened. Okay.
Someone's coming out here, Christopher.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
No. Okay. So listen. Listen. Okay. This doesn't change.
Like, by the way, he was not this upset when he found out his kid was dead. Now he's collapsed to the floor because he's getting arrested.
This doesn't change what's going on. Okay. What happens at this point? It's simple. Okay. What happens at this point is you are going to be taken into custody. All right, and you will be booked. And then after you are booked, you have an initial appearance with the judge within the first 24 hours. Okay. After the first 24 hours, right, the judge will determine bond and things like that as far as what happens next. At that point, the case goes to the courts. It'll be between you, it'll be between your attorneys, and it'll be between the county prosecutor. So, again, I can't change the consequences of what happened, all right? But what I'm going to ask of you... Okay.
Could I just have you stand up for me, please?
Come on, Chris. Let's go out here. Can you grab him some shoes, please? No, come on, Christopher. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you say bye to our kids?
So listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not resisting.
I know.
Please.
I need you to listen. Okay.
Relax.
We will get
Just relax.
and these are the options. Okay. The reason I'm here and meeting with you in person. The reason I'm here meeting with you in person is because I don't want this to be anything more than what it needs to be at its base level.
Let me just tighten them for it. Let me double lock them. Don't pull on your hands right now.
Kids. I don't want the kids to see Dad get hauled off.
Am I going to be there for the baby?
That's going to be between you and the court.
Hold on. You're going to double lock. Here you go.
Chris, I'm going to be here. I'll take care of everything. I love you. I love you. The funeral is Friday. Fuck. No heart. No fucking heart at all.
You go.
Do you have anything on you that's going to poke with your shadows? Okay. What's your name? Christopher, are you willing to talk some more with us? No. Just gonna go back to what you're thinking. Is that okay?
And it's okay for you you to be angry at me. I'm not offended. Like, it's okay to vent your frustration. But just, I want you guys to understand that this has to take place. This is something that has to go forward. Okay? You're worried about the funeral, things like that. These are things that you can have a discussion with the judge. All right, I'm sure that the county attorney is going to be taking that into understanding and consideration, okay? I will get you some information as far as I'll text it to you, as far as contact information for the jail, as well as the prosecutor's office, the county attorney's office. That's kind of where we're at. Like I said, I'm never going to lie to you. It would be horrible if I come up here and like, oh, everything's going to be okay.
The circle of death keeps coming up. I'm sorry about that, guys. I would like to welcome number 2 to the show. I'm glad you could join us. We're just going to watch this body cam for a little bit. I'm glad you're here too. By the way, number 2, I made us a new intro for many such cases. So maybe we'll do a sneak preview of that while you're here.
So excited.
I know. I had a lot of energy this
can't
afternoon.
wait.
I had
You
for
did?
some reason had a lot of energy, so decided to create a whole intro for us.
Has it been a great day?
Fantastic.
Good. Glad to hear it.
I think I have too many tabs open. Let's close some stuff down.
Okay, no, that's
I saw
not how
this.
we
I
operate.
saw
That's
this
not how I
body
operate.
cam before.
Telling
Good.
you these
All right.
things, even though it's the worst news, aside from what you've dealt with her,
Let's close this.
because I'm being 100% honest and I don't want you to be deceived or think that something different is happening. The reason we're having this go on right now is because it has to go forward. Sorry. You have my number. If something comes up, if you have questions, please reach out. Okay. The reason I wanted to do it in this morning.
Let me forward it a little bit.
Step out real quick, man.
Have you heard of this story before this? I just learned of it this week. It's insane.
I have.
Right?
Mhm.
It reminds me of that Justin Harris Ross case that I covered.
Yes,
Do you
I
remember
know.
that one?
Mhm.
I like
I do.
PlayStation. You're playing PlayStation and you leave your kid in the car in 111-degree heat.
Yeah.
By the way, incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't the first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to move some of these tabs and put them in one tab so it's not doing this anymore. Let's do this. I'll let it play and I'll move some tabs and hopefully it'll make it better.
So, remember how I talked?
Can we do
Oh my goodness.
this maybe out here? So the
We'll get
kiddos
there,
don't
everybody.
have
We'll
to-
get there.
Here, one is sleeping and one's next door.
So
Maybe if I make it
remember how we
small.
talked about the investigation and things that would transpire. Okay. And I told you I'm always gonna.
No, that's not even working.
There's no secrets here, right? So based off of our investigation at this point, right?
Holy cow. This is just driving me nuts. It must be driving you guys nuts because it's driving me nuts. All right, let's just go to this one. Let's go to this one. This is when he finds out.
A dad paces and holds his head in despair after his little girl was found unresponsive in his scorching hot car.
Please, baby, please.
In police body cam, you'll see only on Inside Edition, first responders in the room next door are desperately trying to save his 2-year-old daughter. You can feel the dad's anguish.
I can't believe this.
Christopher Schultes told cops his daughter Parker was asleep in the car and he didn't want to wake her, so he left the engine running and the
Look at how adorable that little girl is with her little curls.
Completely.
It's just a horrible
sad.
situation.
AC on. The little girl's mom, a doctor, came home to find the car off and no AC. Parker was unresponsive.
How long was she sleeping in the car out there?
I want to say it was no more than 30, 45 minutes. And I don't think their air was off that entire time. I think there was a time in between. I checked on her last, it was still running, she was still sleeping, and then when I went back out, the car was off.
The first responders tell the dad his daughter's condition.
She's very hot right now, and we're gonna do everything we can.
The dad again buries his head in his hands.
Oh my God.
A police officer tells the dad they have to treat the home as a possible.
Come on. What are we doing here? All right. Let's make that small. I think I prepped too good of a show for you guys today. That's the problem. I mean, do we really need news stories? We could just talk.
It's a possible crime scene.
So I'm being treated like a murderer?
Yeah.
Little Parker didn't make it. 3
Holy cannoli.
days later, cops returned to the home and arrested Christopher Schultes. He fell to his knees when he was told.
Okay, well, we saw that part already where he falls to his knees. Anyway, long story short,
Poor baby.
Screw that guy, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see if this one will play now.
Yep. And apparently the kids told the police that he did it all the time.
Well, here's the
all the time.
thing is they first of all, it's 100 and they said 9. I looked on the thing. It was 111 that day. So even leaving your kid in the car for a couple of minutes, you are literally baking them. You're like we have a smoker out back. Dave actually is smoking.
Your child
is smoking a pork roast right now. I can smell the smoke. But
yes,
literally, the car will get as hot as that smoker out back. I don't even know what to say about it. It's insane.
I know. The in regular like 85 degree summer heat, like they do tests to see how hot it is for like animals and stuff. And I think after like 15 minutes, it gets to like 140 degrees in the car.
It was in the sun too. It wasn't even in the shade.
Yeah. Imagine how hot it was for that poor baby. Imagine the agony she went through.
I've been to Arizona in the summertime. I don't recommend it, but I will tell you, even just outstanding in the sun, not in a car that's baking you, it's too hot to just exist. It is way too hot not to be like either in a swimming pool or in the shade or something like that.
Right. It's so sad.
Let's go ahead and charge you for what happened.
Let's come out here, Christopher.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
No. Okay.
Here.
So, listen.
Nobody feels bad for you, buddy.
Listen. This doesn't change.
You haven't heard this.
This doesn't change what's going on. Okay. What happens at this point? It's simple. Okay. What happens at this point?
Oh my gosh.
You are going to be taken into custody. All right. And you will be booked. And then after you are booked, you have.
Oh my gosh. I need help with my computer.
Mr. Zed said if you have 110 outside temp, the inside of the car is 160 plus. I would venture to say way more than 160 degrees.
Especially if it's in the direct sunlight, which it was.
Sun. Yeah. It's crazy.
Appearance for the judge within the first 24 hours. Okay. After the first 24 hours, right, the judge will determine bond and things like that as far as what happens next. At that point, the case goes to the courts. It'll be between you, it'll be between your attorneys, and it'll be between the county prosecutor. Okay. So, again, I can't change the consequences of what happened, all right? But what I'm going to ask of you. Okay.
Can I just have you stand here?
Come on, Chris. Let's go out here. Can you grab him some shoes, please? No, come on. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Can you say bye to her?
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not resisting. Please.
Just relax.
I
Just
need you to
relax,
listen.
Christopher.
I need you to listen.
Just relax.
We will
Just
get your
relax.
shoes.
Just relax.
And these are the options, okay? The reason I'm here and meeting with you in person, is because I don't want this to be anything more than what it needs to be at its base.
Just so you guys two, we're trying to make this as little of a scene as possible.
This is so heartbreaking that I'm literally tearing up right now. I had to like turn my camera off for a second because I was like starting to weep.
So I don't think we can wait till after the funeral.
I don't want the kids to see that.
By the way, you're frozen, number 2. Maybe turn your... Oh, she's gone. She's gone.
Get hold on.
Seriously.
That's going to be between you and the court.
Can I give him a kiss?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Here you go.
I don't understand this wife consoling him right now. I don't get... He killed your child, ma'am. What are you doing?
Chris, I'm gonna be here and I'll take care of everything. I love you. Seriously. The funeral is private. Fuck. No heart. No fucking heart at all.
Okay, I didn't watch this far into the video yet. The wife is saying that the police have no heart because they're arresting him before the child's funeral. This is insane to me. Like, let me know if you guys think I'm the crazy one, but for her to be upset that they're arresting the husband who killed your 2-year-old daughter, by the way, after reports say that she has found that he had left her in the car previously with the air conditioner on, and she told him, don't do that. Don't leave the kid in the car. Wake her up. Bring her in the house. Also, by the way, 2-year-olds will sleep through you moving them from one place to another. They'll sleep right through it. They're out. When they're out, they're out. It's not like you're going to wake her up. And even if you do wake her up, then what? You have to parent for a few hours? What the heck? Anyway, I don't know how much of this you saw, number 2, because you disappeared, but the wife is upset at the cops for arresting him before the funeral. Like the wife is consoling him and calling the cops heartless for arresting him. It's crazy.
At one point, after the kid died, she texted him and said, I told you to stop leaving the kids in the car. So how could she be upset? How could she be upset? No, this whole situation is bad.
In some sort of denial at the moment. Like maybe it'll take her a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Hey, at least the video was playing and wasn't like there's something.
Yeah. Do you have anything inside your pockets, Christopher? Okay. Anything on you that's gonna poke, stick, or stab us? Okay. Oh, you guys have the new ones. That's right. We're going to 107. Christopher, are you willing to talk some more with us? No. No? Okay. Just gonna go right here. Oh. Can we just take it back there? If we're going to transport him, we should probably... Christopher, anything inside your pockets? No. You just have to, it's standard, okay?
Hey, Brooks, on the AC, look on the bottom, it says rear. Let's get the AC on.
As good as I can do my chance.
We'll do a second.
Thank you.
that's kind of where we're at. All right? Like I said, I'm never gonna lie to you. It would be horrible if I come up here.
Yeah, I was muted.
Ah, ha, ha.
I don't know if I agree with Mr. Zed's take that she's culpable because she knew he was doing it in the past. Because if he was doing it in the past and she said, don't do that, it's not like she said, oh, you're leaving her in the car with the car running. That's fine. She didn't say that. So I don't think that's culpability. In my opinion, I think the fact that she said, don't do this, and he still did it, like he's his own person, and she did not say it's okay to do that. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think she's a dumbass for being upset at the cops for sure. But I don't think I can see your point. I don't think she's
for sure she's a dumbass.
Yeah,
she's a dumbass. But I also think that she just lost a child. Like, I'm trying to give her the benefit of that. She just lost a child, and
she just lost a husband too.
This is her husband, and I understand it taking time for everything to sink in. They hadn't even had the funeral yet. So it was not very long after this happened. So I think it takes time for everything to sink in. Like, when your life is changing that much, it might take time for like everything to sink in.
I think the point they're making, like Mr. Zed and Erica are saying, is that they knew because they also knew that their car had that safety feature but they had that feature where the engine shut off.
By the way, dumbass feature. It's all because of the environmentalists want it to you can't leave it running, which is insane to me. You should be able to control whether your car is on or not. Also, if you are going to set an alarm on, like, it turns off in 30 minutes. They had this discussion in the past, so he knows that because him and the wife discussed it. Set a timer on your phone every 30 minutes and go check on your kid. Make sure, you know what I mean?
Don't leave your kid in the car.
Obviously, that's what you don't leave your kid in the car, but
this is nuts.
Yeah.
That's not how we operate. That's not how I operate. I'm telling you these things even though it's the worst news, aside from what you've dealt with earlier, because I'm being 100% honest and I don't want you to be deceived or think that something different has happened. The reason we're having this go on right now is because it has to go forward. You have my number. If something comes up, you have questions, please reach out. Okay. The reason I wanted to do it in this morning is because I don't want any more for the kids. Let them know that you can keep it simple. Dad had to go with the police officers. He's addressing some things with what happened.
And I'm not sure if he covered it, but he may not be held. It's up to the judge whether or not he's held. So there's
he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't have prior history and things like that. They take this into consideration, and obviously they take into consideration the family dynamics of what's going on.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Okay.
Let's see if he says anything on the way to the. No, it's just silent. And the wife's a doctor, by the way.
Yeah, an ER doctor.
I don't know where we're watching. Oh, this is just another angle of the arrest.
This may be out here so the kiddos don't.
Okay, so let's move on because I'm very upset about this case.
I know.
Do you want to be even more pissed off? I got another one.
Oh, I can't wait.
Have you seen this one?
I don't know what this one is.
This is, let's give you the little TLDR. This guy, had a child, like he was staying with, I think, his sister or somebody, and his sister's daughter had a sleepover, and this guy kidnapped a kid and brought it to this other guy's house, and the other guy's like, whoa, what are you doing? Let's watch the video. It's insane. By the way, you need to be cognizant of who's around your children, whether it's your husband who's going to leave them in a hot car in 111-degree heat, or somebody like this. Let's pay attention to the kiddos, guys.
This is one of my biggest fears.
Dad!
Oh no.
Dad! Dad!
Teach your children to bite and poke people in the eyes at the youngest age possible. The youngest age possible.
Take me back to your house.
What the f are you doing? Jeez, dude. Dad! What are you doing? Dad! What are you doing? Help me, dude. What the f is that? What the f are you doing? It's a little girl.
No. What are you doing?
Man, get the f up. Bro, get in. Help me, dude. Help me. What is that? Come here. Come here. No, come here. Dude, I didn't do that. I swear to God. I'm going to kill you. I wasn't mean. I'm going to kill you. Dude,
What is your name?
Jason, I think the name. I'm
What the fuck? Check my dick.
Go in the house. Go in the house. Go in the house.
Dude, I swear to God.
Hey, man, what the f? Go in the house.
But I need to go back to
Okay, guess. Go in the house.
Okay, sorry to pause it, but I want to address this. Surrender Monkey is asking about this last video. Leaving your child unattended is an environmentalist issue. What I'm saying is newer cars shut off automatically after 30 minutes because the environmentalists passed laws or had laws passed to where it can't just stay running unattended. So I'm not saying that leaving your I may have misspoke, so I want to clear it up. What I'm saying is you should be able to control whether your car is on or not. It shouldn't automatically turn off. And the reason they do automatically turn off now is because there was laws passed for auto manufacturers to make it so you can't turn that feature off, is what I'm saying. You should be able to turn that feature off.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to. Exactly.
It would just be an automatic thing. Just like child locks on doors. You can turn them on or off.
Exactly. I understand safety issues, but that's all I was saying. Is I should be able to control if my car turns off or not. Okay, so back to this one. Thank goodness that the person whose house he went to is a good person and saved the child, right? Like, imagine if it was another scumbag. What would have happened?
I was not ready for that. Did you see me?
I did. You were in shock. In shock.
I was not ready for that.
Well, this gentleman whose house, I think his name is Ed or Zed, can't tell, he was yelling it, but ends up holding this guy at gunpoint till the cops get here. Hero. This man is a freaking hero. Grabs the kid from him and holds the guy there.
I'm fine. You fine here. I'm not going. No, Joe.
Get the f out of here. Dude, I'm gonna kill you.
Get in here.
Tell me that he was still inside the class.
What the f is going on?
Huh?
What?
Right?
He woke me up and I.
That's
Who is this?
This is.
That's
What the f is you doing?
That's Graceland.
He's alright.
Is this again?
It's me, Joe.
Hold on.
Over.
Listen. He's slinging his wrist.
It's Joseph.
You're muted.
Why is this lady leaving the kid on the porch with that guy still out there? Like, bring her in the house. Bring her in the house. What? Like, they both just walked inside. What are they doing? I will give Xena a treat. I'm sorry I was muted. I got very excited.
It's Joseph's.
Come here.
It's Joseph's.
Stop. Get dressed.
My name is Joseph.
Get dressed.
And I did not touch.
We know you didn't. Go get dressed. Now. And then you get.
On March 2nd, 2024, officers were dispatched to a residence following a report of a fight. It was alleged that the brother of a neighboring resident had abducted a young girl from her home and taken her to a nearby house. The girl's absence was discovered when a family member came downstairs, noticed she was missing, and heard shouting outside. Upon their arrival, officers found the man still on the porch, being held at gunpoint by a resident until they took control of the situation.
It's only one of me, y'all. I get that, but it's only one of me. They talk about it's a gun. I need to make sure that the scene is safe. Okay, I don't.
Can we talk about this cop real quick?
Oh,
there's only one of me. I'm not going to come up there because there's a gun involved. What are we doing, officer? There, a little 8-year-old girl just got kidnapped. What are we doing? There's only one of me. Guess what? You have a gun too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like what? They're yelling, help, help, help. And he's like, I'm not going over there. Looks too dangerous.
There's only one. Listen, listen, there's only one of me.
Holy cow. And this is not even the woman that came over there it's not even the mom. This is the mom of the friend whose house they were staying over at. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, I dog sit people's dogs all the time. And I get upset if the dog like chips a nail. I feel so horrible because the dog isn't like, imagine if you had a kid at your home that you are in charge of keeping safe and they get kidnapped by a half naked dude.
Oh no.
How do you explain that?
Oh,
I don't
no.
like it's yeah.
Nope.
Know that. So just chill. Okay, let me do my job.
My buddy, I put it up. Shut the up talking to me. Shut up talking to me, bro.
He don't got no gun though?
No, he don't have the gun.
Cool, go back inside. Let me chill. Let me figure out what's going on. 17, anybody en route could slow down. Nobody has a gun right now. I have the mail right here on the porch.
I apologize for that high
Stand up, stand up.
Listen.
17, I copy.
Bitch, bro.
Dude is in his drawers stealing an 8-year-old girl. What was he planning on doing?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Listen, I'm not the one. All right.
Hey, I'm Joseph. Already wanted. I helped him do it.
Thank God for this guy.
This guy's a hero. I want to
He
start a
is-
GoFundMe for this guy. And this guy needs to be hailed as a hero. Not only did he go out there, grab the kid, make sure the girl is safe, and then holds the guy there at gunpoint. And he could have got shot. He's holding a gun. He put his own life at risk when he calls the cops, and he's the one holding the gun, right?
We've seen numerous not just body cam videos, but videos in general of people on drugs that have superhuman strength.
Oh yeah. Crazy.
So you have no idea what this person is capable of.
Yeah.
And he did that. So
yeah.
Good.
And he not only did he do that, he brought this girl to somebody like it was a trophy. Like this girl was a trophy.
Gosh, what was he?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Unloosen your hands.
I will help him do it.
Who is he to you?
Nobody.
That's my best friend.
I help.
That's my best friend. Chill out.
Bro, no. All right, listen.
You know him?
That's my neighbor.
That's your neighbor?
That's my neighbor's brother.
Okay.
He did yard work for me and everything. For some reason, he came to me with a little girl tonight.
Help me, man. Where the little girl at?
In the house.
Y'all don't know her?
Kayla. No.
All
She
right.
been spending.
Help me, dude.
All right,
All
go ahead.
Okay. Just give me a minute.
Go ahead and
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Chill out. Bro, chill out. Quit tensing up.
All right, dude. You guys saw that shit, right?
Saw what? Chill out.
Okay.
Chill
Why are you
out.
trying to?
Why you keep tensing up? Chill out.
24.
Help me, sir.
Bro, chill out.
Chill. Hey, chill.
Katie, you're muted again, ma'am.
I know. Watch this and let me know if you think this guy is just crazy or if he's on something or both.
I think he's probably on something.
I think
or he's crazy or he's both.
Like off of his meds.
Yeah, possibly both.
Give Xena a treat because I talked muted again.
He's probably off his meds and medicating with something.
Like, you guys don't even need to donate for Xena to get treats today. I'm just so off my game that I'm just gonna, every time I talk, be muted. By the way, the rules around here are that if I speak with my mic muted, Xena gets a treat. Also, if you donate, if you do a super chat or Rumble rant, let me know if somebody does somebody watch Rumble, because when I have Rumble up, it's like not playing the video, so I had to shut it down. Let me know if somebody does a Rumble rant. If you purchase a t-shirt from kdz.com or a coffee mug, Xena gets a treat for all of those things.
Chill out! Stop.
The proper verbiage is quit resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Not shoot.
Chill out.
24.
All right. Straighten your legs out.
I gotta start you
Straighten
guys
out
from
the
6th
leg.
District, 1309
My
Green
name's
Street,
Joseph.
Police 7 for domestic 10 between brother and sister. Sister has a knife. Female state.
My name's Joseph.
Are you hearing the call for the next call? Like, a brother and sister are fighting and the sister has a knife.
Nice.
What is happening in this town right now? Holy cannoli.
I don't know.
My name's Joseph.
This happen?
I don't care
This
which
happened
one
in March
of
this year.
Help me, please.
What? 39.
My name. What's my name? What's my name?
Joseph. Your name's Joseph. You told us
Yeah,
that.
you said it several times.
No. Help me, please.
He's got to be cold on that pavement.
They're wrapping him up like a mummy right now.
You know he's got to be cold. There's no leaves on the trees. It's March, and it looks wet on that ground.
It's wet, yeah.
Help! Moving. Help! 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 Help me! Help! 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 Calm down, bud. Calm down.
Help! Help!
It reminds me, I think it's like Tom and Jerry or something.
Help!
They do that. Help! Help!
Go ahead, they're putting the wrap on now.
Help!
Help! Back over here on Kelly. I'm over on Graham.
Help! Help!
Alright. We meet inside the house.
Alright.
I'm gonna have to get back over here. Run the dog.
Help! Help! You got me? No. I got you, but you gotta chill out. All right.
He looks like a parachute. Are they going to drop him from a plane?
I wouldn't mind.
Can we watch that? Can we live stream it?
I say we just, wrap him up like that, throw him in the bay, see if he floats.
We could tell if he's a witch if he floats.
Exactly. That's it.
Huh?
Hello, Screwed Up Rebellion.
Help!
He put a helmet on him. I mean, I don't mean to be laughing at the situation. You remember
It's
the
great.
beginning.
I
But
mean to be laughing at it. I do.
If I didn't have that hot car thing that pissed me off so much, this right here would be the thumbnail. This guy in the helmet wrapped up like a mummy.
Yeah, he deserves all this.
Put a spit hood over him too. I know he hasn't spit yet, but let's just, cover your bases.
Let's do it all.
Yeah.
Help! Help! Help!
Calm down, bud. Take this breath.
You got it. All right.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Look, You handle yourself. Look at that.
You gotta
You're
chill.
safe, man. Look at that. Feel that? That's comfortable, right?
No.
It's not too bad. All right, let's get it.
That's comfortable, right?
No.
No. They're in Akron, Ohio, by the way, in March.
Yeah,
So the
it's
beginning
not
of March.
warm.
No.
Tell me.
Rinse, get there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yep, man. Take a deep breath. You're good.
Thank you.
Help!
You're still good.
Help!
You're still good.
Help! Help!
You're still good.
Help! You gotta put him on the seat. Help! He ain't on the seat. Thank you. Thank you. Help!
Watch that foot, man. Pull that in.
Yo, my man.
Oh.
You gotta
What information y'all need though?
Yo, this your name.
That
All
man's
of
a
it.
hero. That
All
man.
of it. Give me all the information.
This guy is a hero. Hero. Look at
Yes.
him. This is a hero right here. So screwed up. I know
Sure.
you just got here, but the help thank you guy was he's staying at his sister's house, and his sister's daughter, 8-year-old, is having a sleepover with one of her friends. This dude at 4:41 a.m. grabs the girl who's sleeping over and brings him to dude's house saying, "Hey, I got a little girl." Hero grabbed the little girl from him, returned it to the sister whose house it is, and held the help guy at gunpoint till the police got there. Absolute legend. Thank you, Kim.
Yep. Good dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What is going?
Watch that foot, man. Pull that in.
Yo, my man. You gotta
What information y'all need though?
Yo, this your name, birthday.
Why?
Cause you the one that found him up here. You the one that had him at gunpoint, and he brought the little girl over here.
Well, what little girl?
That's in the house.
And he brought me a little girl.
From where?
From
That's
your
his
house? That's his sister.
Okay, so
The little girl was spending the night with her and her kids, and he kidnapped the little girl and brought her to me for some reason. He knocked, banged on my door, and when I came out, she was screaming, and I snatched her from him, and I don't own a weapon, but
You ain't in trouble or nothing, my man. So listen.
what happened?
That's my daughter. And my daughter's still sleeping. Graceland, show me who you are.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
Yeah, he she's staying the night with my friends, and my brother, I guess, picked her up. I heard something, and then I heard the door closed, and then I heard my brother yelling, saying,
So that's your brother?
Help, yeah.
Okay.
The one that was.
Does he have mental issues?
He has severe mental he has the mental issues because he has brain damage.
Okay.
A lot of bad heavy stuff that fell on his head, so that, and he doesn't know that he has this problem. And I tried to get him help, but nobody will listen to me. Nobody will do it. Help him out. He wants help.
How about not have him at your house?
Brain damage. He needs.
Okay, so she knows that he has mental issues and brain damage. Why do you have him at your house when you have children there?
Oh, what?
He lives at her house. Why?
Oh
Why?
my
You have kids.
Gosh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There is
Insane.
no way.
Because sometimes when it must click in that he's doing something wrong, that's what he tries for help for, because he wants help, but no one will help him because they don't see the whole thing, I guess. I don't know. But it's not my brother.
Well, you need to document
So,
every single thing.
What time did this happen?
Why? I don't understand. Don't document and kick his ass out. Although he's gone now. He's going to prison, I assume, for a while. You can't kidnap a kid and not go to prison, right? Is he going to claim mental?
Oh, this is
Can we bring back insane asylums? Can we bring them state funded?
I swear, I wish they would, because there are way too many walking around.
They need. I
Way
think it would.
too many.
Not only would it help people who actually needed help and need. There's a lot of people who are homeless who actually would be good members of society if they were on the proper medication. If we bring back
Yeah.
state-funded mental institutions,
You're absolutely right.
they could get the medication that they need. They could get the assistance in filling out the paperwork to get Medicare or Medicaid or whatever they're eligible for. And not only that, it would be less scary walking down the streets of Atlanta or LA or Chicago or Indianapolis or wherever you happen to live, where I'm sure you've noticed, if you live anywhere near a big city, I'm sure you've noticed in the last 8 years or so, the number of homeless people going up and up and up and up. And it's because they don't have the funding or facilities. And I think state, instead of building these tiny homes, which, by the way, the little tiny homes that they're building in LA, they're like $130,000 for a one room home. And what are we doing?
I know.
Bring
It's
down the
crazy.
housing costs, A, and B, make sure people are on the correct medication that they need to be on.
It is crazy the amount of quote unquote affordable housing that is going up.
And it's not affordable.
No. And it is like farmland is being demolished and this housing is being put up exponentially all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's insane. It's insane. And it's unaffordable.
Exactly.
Unaffordable to what would have been affordable 5-6 years ago.
We bought our house in 2008, and it's not much like at that time it was affordable. Thank goodness we purchased when we did, because today, what our houses were today, we would not be able to afford this. And it's not
right.
I mean, look around, guys. This is not a great house. It is. I love
it.
My
It is
house.
a very nice house.
Thank
it is
you.
a nice house.
But it's not, I shouldn't say it's not it's not new. Like they're building, like in neighborhoods, they're tearing down the farms near me. I used to live in the country, and they're building $1 million houses. Why?
Yeah.
We don't need more $1 million houses.
I know.
By the way, the $1 million house, this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. They're the same size houses. They're just, why are they $1 million now?
I know. And then like the homeless, like we were talking about the homeless population in areas like you and I live in 10 years ago, we would never have seen homeless people.
I don't have homeless people by me yet. Knock on wood. Yeah.
I do.
That's crazy. You live in the suburbs.
I know.
Yeah.
And you've been here.
I have.
And we do know.
Yeah.
We do know. It's crazy.
And you can't let your kids go play outside. Like you never know. And it's because it's not even that people are homeless. It's that the people who are homeless have mental issues like this guy and are not on the correct. Like you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And
we just solved all the world's problems, by the way.
I know. And not only are these apartments and affordable housing going up, hotels are going up. The hotels are housing
they're renting the government is paying for hotels for people who came to this country illegally and not taking care of the American citizens who are here now and need help. Insane.
The hotels are not here for people that are on vacation.
No.
They're not here for people vacationing.
And if you want to go on vacation, good luck finding a hotel that's not full of homeless or migrants or whatever that's affordable. You're going to pay $200 a night for a room, like a regular room at like the Best Western, like just a regular old hotel room, unless you want to stay at one of those extended stays that are
filled with bed bugs.
I am going off on a tangent now, but
both are like tangents.
As you guys know, I've said it before, but I'm a property manager. I manage industrial properties, and there are hotels near the properties that I manage. And I teared up the other day because I was driving one of my properties and I saw a school bus pull up and drop kids off to one of these shitty motels.
I see it every day.
God, it was so sad to me.
Yeah.
The housing is so expensive, and thank God that these children have a roof over their head, and hopefully it's one of the hotels that at least has breakfast in the morning or something like that, which it probably doesn't, but who knows, you know?
But it's not just hotels. They pick up and deliver to homeless shelters, to the homeless, like they have regular stops at the homeless shelters, the women and children shelters.
Yeah, and Mama says, and veterans. And Surrender Monkey made a good point a minute ago that if the medical bills were not so expensive, these people could get the medical help that they need. It's just insane.
It's
All right,
unaffordable.
we have to watch the rest of this video.
I know. We could do this for several days.
Stay tuned for Thursday night show. We're going to do a Many Such Cases show Thursday night, and on that,
Many Such Tangents.
We can go off on all of the tangents we want on that show.
In the last hour.
Okay, so he just walked over with her over here.
She'll tell you.
She got your notebook. He grabbed her phone.
Come over at my house.
Okay.
The audio was muted during the questioning of the young girl, but according to the field case report, she explained that she had been staying overnight with her friend, who is the daughter of the female who was being interviewed. She recounted that they had been watching movies before falling asleep, only to wake up being carried outside while the man was screaming. She said she tried to kick as hard as she could to escape, but was unable to break free. The girl's father was contacted and later arrived to pick her up.
Also Chevrolet police, so she already explained kind of what happened. Kinda. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much what we gathered was
And this guy needs to buy Homeboy a beer. The hero guy, he needs to I hope they explain the story to him of how much of a hero that guy was to his child.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be showering this man with gifts if I were him. That's just.
her brother had some, staying over here, had some type of health issues. Mental health, break. Took your daughter across the street to, what's his name?
Yes, my dad's today.
Devontae, Devontae's, his house.
Wait, Mama's dead? Were you at my mom's house?
He obviously
He yelled at me?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna switch you.
Took your daughter from him, because essentially, he just
Thank you.
brought her over there, right? Not knowing what he's really doing.
No.
So he took your daughter in the house, kept him out of the house, essentially.
I'll go give this back to him.
That's essentially when we arrived. Obviously got the scene under control and everything, and then he's now in the back of our cruiser. But as we know, there's no physical harm done to your daughter or anything like that. It seemed like he literally just walked.
Just tons of mental harm for the rest of her life, probably.
For the rest of why are they downplaying it?
Yeah.
And why is this father not flipping the hell out?
I mean, it is 4 a.m. 5
I
a.m.
don't care
now.
what time it is.
Hey, his child is safe, and
no.
Flipping out doesn't. I'm just saying, I would be the same way. As I would be very I have a switch to where when stuff is like this is happening, I feel my emotions going up and I bring them down, and sometimes it goes I get it. Freaking out and yelling at people is not going to help anything right now, and it's going to traumatize the kid more. So I think he's doing okay, personally.
Shit.
You don't want to. Your children feel your emotions, so I think
that door is shut, and the kids would be on the other side of it.
I get it.
From here over there, we don't know why he's not saying anything. He's kind of just screaming in the back of the car.
He's screaming help.
This one again. Yeah.
Thank you.
He's getting
Thank you.
reduction.
Yeah, I understand, but still.
Right. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Lieutenant Newman with the Akron Police Department.
My name's Joseph. Can you help me?
Joseph, do not know you. Okay. Hey, the reason I'm here is to talk about what happened between you and the officers tonight. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, help me.
Okay. We're going to get you some help.
Help me.
We're going to do that. But can you tell me what happened between you and the officers tonight?
I was helping a little girl cross the street.
And then the officers showed up.
Yes.
And then what happened?
I got tackled down on the floor.
He was helping a little girl across the street who was dead asleep at 4:30 in the morning, by the way. In the living room, apparently they were watching movies, eating popcorn, fell asleep like a normal 8-year-old sleepover, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just snatched her and walked her across. It reminds me, do you remember that case I covered with Frank? Where the little girl was kidnapped in the middle of the night. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. I'll think of it in a second.
The one with the
In
dad.
Florida?
Yes.
Homosassa, Florida. I remember the name of the town.
Yeah,
Where the
I
guy
do. Yep.
came
And he
across
kept
the
her in the closet.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, that is
and then
horrible.
buried her in the backyard while the police were right there, which is
Yes.
crazy to me.
That
Go
is
back and watch that
horrid.
episode, by the way. I will
Can't remember her name.
find it and link it in the chat. It's a great episode. Plus, Let's Be Frank was on with me, and he's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's an awesome dude.
And was like,
Okay. Explain what you mean to me.
there was a bunch of shit going on.
Yep.
Like officers all around me. I feel like my wrists are broken right now, and I have a knife in my back and stuff.
I wish.
When you say gang, what do you mean?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You told me that the officers tackled you to the ground.
You're gonna help me, right?
Yes, we're going to get you help. Can you tell me more about
Are
that?
you gonna get into the vehicle?
I am not. I'm going to stand here and talk to you for a minute.
Can I talk to a different officer?
No, you cannot. Yeah, I mean, you will eventually, but for, for now,
Oh
you're
my
talking
gosh.
to me. Can you tell me what you mean when you say that the
My
officers...
name is Joseph.
I got that. Joseph, can you tell me what
My name is Joseph.
Yes, I got that.
My name is Joseph.
Joseph, are you able to tell me more about after the officers tackled you?
I felt like I was tackled and.
When you say, what do you mean?
Jessica Lunsford.
Yes.
I'll put the link in the chat, by the way. Go check out that episode. It's very after this one. Watch this one first, obviously.
Like there was like a bunch of shit going on. I feel like I have a knife in my back and and I feel like.
So,
sure.
I think if he ends up in prison, he will have a knife. Oh, a shank in his back. Hopefully. I shouldn't say that. I apologize. I shouldn't wish death on people. My bad.
Well, no, he could survive
Yeah,
very
no.
easily. You didn't wish death upon him.
I did in my brain, though.
I'm following you. When you say, do you mean like they handcuff you
Help!
and they put you in all this? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. You don't mean like someone assaulted you, to be clear. You mean that they put you in this...
He's
this
saying that
contraption-
the cops gang raped him.
That's exactly what he said.
And the cops, like this officer, the boss or whatever, is like they sexually assaulted you, like they held you on the street and gang raped you, because that's obviously what he wanted to do. That little girl, bringing him to his friend's house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, nobody assault.
Well, when you say that means assault to me. So when you're saying that the officers, that's what I'm getting. So I'm trying to clarify what you mean.
I'm handcuffed right
You're
now.
handcuffed and you're in pain,
Okay.
and you feel that the officers put you in this. That was not cool, right? Is that
Yes, sir.
is that about the size of it, or am I missing
If
something?
I was the officers, those handcuffs would be so freaking tight, he'd lose feeling in his fingers.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Are you gonna get in the car and drive it?
I'm no, but another officer is.
Can I see him right now, please?
In a minute.
I want to see him now with you.
I'm talking to you. We're
I
having.
want to see another officer with you.
There are like 6
Right
officers.
there, hey!
Could you please,
Help!
Joseph?
Help! Help!
Joseph, you've got some injuries.
Help!
How did you sustain these injuries? No, Joseph, you're not getting out. How did your toe get?
Help!
Joseph.
Help!
He's gonna try to get out and crawl along the ground like an inchworm right now.
So notice, because I know it'll probably come up. They're not asking him anything about the crime.
No.
So his his rights were not read to him. So
But
they're just asking about what happened after the cops got there.
They're making sure that he doesn't need medical attention right now.
Yes. Yeah.
If they will read him his rights.
Yep.
Before they ask him, why did you kidnap an 8-year-old girl and try to bring her across the street to your friend? By the way, dude, hero guy is saying he's not my friend. I hired him to do lawn work one time.
Yep.
And he was probably nice and friendly and like I would be if I have somebody here working. I'm not treating them like a servant. I'm treating them like a human being who's doing a job for me. Like he was probably the same way, like a normal human being.
Yep.
How did your toe get hurt?
I was tackled onto the floor.
That's how it got hurt?
Yes, sir.
All right. I also see a scrape on your knee.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And a scrape on your shoulder. Is there anything else?
My name is Joseph.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I got that.
My name is Joseph.
Are you sure
Can you
about
hear
that?
me?
Yes.
Hey!
Joseph, do you have any other injuries I'm not seeing?
No.
Mental.
All right. I see like your toe, your knee, your shoulder. Anything else?
Brain.
Your elbow. Can you turn so I can get a photo of your elbow? Would that be possible? Yeah? No?
What?
I can? Okay. Can you turn to your right? Your body? Never mind. I got it. I'm gonna come around to the other side for a second. Okay?
No! Hey!
No, Joseph.
Hey!
God. I didn't want to get his toe.
I'm thinking about your comment with the
Went to
inchworm.
slam it. I think he was scooting his foot too fast.
Inchworm.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Joseph, you're good.
Get him out of here.
The man was charged with abduction, resisting arrest, and obstructing official business. Additionally, he was found to have an outstanding warrant for his arrest and was in violation of a protection order. Share your thoughts below and remember to like and
I'll share my thoughts right now.
I
Holy
wonder
cow.
what that protection order was for.
I don't know, but they don't never say his last name. I wanted to look into it. Maybe if I do a little Googling, I can find the case. All right. I got to do some reading.
Oh, these religious compound stories are very
culty,
crazy to me. Yes.
All right, we're gonna make a short video out of this. So, ready?
Ready?
Are we ready? Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Mom allegedly kidnapped 4-year-old. Kept children hidden in religious compound led by cult leader. A Utah woman and her son were arrested on accusations they kidnapped her 4-year-old daughter, who was found on a religious compound a year after vanishing, according to federal prosecutors. Kimberly Dell Davidson Drolet, age 53, was indicted on kidnapping and conspiracy charges for allegedly abducting her child and transporting her across state lines while keeping her hidden for nearly 18 months. And the U.S. Attorney's Office in Utah said in a statement last week, the child, who was not named in the statement, has been identified as Gracelyn Drolet by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Davidson Drolet, who prosecutors allege was accompanied by her son, Jackson Davidson, age 30, among others, is accused of taking her non-custodial child from Utah and taking her to Springfield, Missouri in January 2023, where she allegedly kept Grayson, on a religious compound through July 2024, federal prosecutors say. An arrest warrant was issued for Davidson Drolet in December per prosecutors. Prior to Drolet's arrest, she was observed with the child, who was located at a religious compound led by a religious cult leader who is also related to Drolet. Prosecutors allege in their statement released on Friday, August 9th, alongside Davidson, the mother was also allegedly assisted by Dave. Let's try that sentence again. Alongside Davidson, the mother, who also allegedly assisted by Dallas Davidson, age 23, and Kristen Merrill, age 53, per prosecutors. All 4 are in custody. One of the suspects is Davidson Drollett's sister, police said. Look at this. Just very punchable.
Extremely.
Utah officials say Davidson Drollette allegedly hatched an elaborate plan to take Grayson away from Utah and then hide her from her custodial father and law enforcement. She allegedly planned the kidnapping for over 14 months, prosecutors said. Davidson Drollette allegedly used tools such as burner phones and postal services to help hide her daughter, per the statement. Merrill, Dallas, and Jackson allegedly assisted Davidson Drollette in keeping their location hidden from law enforcement, prosecutors say. All 4 suspects have been charged with kidnapping and conspiracy to commit kidnapping, per the prosecutors in Utah.
What is the matter with Utah? There's some serious issues.
Yeah.
With Utah. Serious issues.
Very serious issues.
Across the board.
I mean, the whole like sister wives thing and all of that stuff just really creeps me out, honestly.
It's more than sisters' wives. There is story after story after murder after murder after murder after cults after cults. It's crazy.
Remember
Utah
that
is insane.
Kidnapping that those dudes who randomly shot that homeless guy in an encampment.
Oh,
that was in
yeah.
Utah. That was in Utah. That was in Ogden, Utah.
Utah is insane.
It's
I don't ever need to go to Utah. Never. I'm okay with it.
Oklahoma State head football coach admits during live interview that he's driven drunk about 1,000 times.
Oh, that's it.
Insane. I have a story coming up here about that court case I was telling you about that I sent you, the guy who ran from the cops drunk driving.
Yeah.
2 of his friends. People die every day of drunk drivers. What are we doing here? And like, watch this guy. It's crazy.
So I looked it up on my phone.
It's like he's not even ashamed of it.
No.
So I looked it up on my phone. What would be the legal limit? Like in Oklahoma is 0.08. In Ollie was 0.1. So I looked it up, and it was based on body weight. Not to get into the legal side of it, but I thought really 2 or 3 beers or 4. I'm not justifying what Ollie did. I'm telling you what decision I made. Well, I thought I've probably done that 1,000 times in my life, and I, it's just fine. So I got lucky.
It's not fine.
People get lucky.
It's not fine. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's not fine.
It's never fine. It really isn't.
Ollie made a decision that he wished he could have done better. But when I talked to Ollie, I told him, I said, "You're lucky you got out light because you make a lot of money to play football."
That was it. That was the interview. That's insane to me.
Yeah. No good.
Crazy.
No good. Just like regular.
Yeah,
maybe
whatever.
1,000 times.
It is 6 o'clock. We'll do a couple more stories and then I have a body cam at the end.
Okay.
Woman claims sexual assault by toy in hibachi restaurant. Now, I have mixed feelings about this.
In a hibachi restaurant, you say?
What? Yeah, in a hibachi. Have you ever been to a hibachi restaurant?
I have.
I never have, and I don't think I'd like it. I have to say,
there's a lot going on.
Like, I just want to
give me my food.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't know if I'd like it. All right.
I mean,
so this story, I would not claim sexual assault, but I would not like it either. So let's watch.
We begin tonight with a bizarre police report that's going to make you do a double take.
No doubt about that. Cops called after a woman in Murfreesboro says she was sprayed in the face with a restaurant water toy.
By the way, Murfreesboro is one of the towns that Mr. Zed and I were looking at possibly relocating to. Yeah. Now I'm not so sure after this story.
and called it sexual assault.
New at 10 tonight, our Jason Lamb looked into this. Jason, this all happened at a hibachi restaurant.
Yeah, that's right. And the restaurant says the water toy they were using was just part of their normal act for diners. They say they couldn't believe it when police showed up and filed this report. The folks at Wasabi Japanese Steakhouse in Murfreesboro say along with dinner, diners get a show. But now one diner says last night she thinks the cooks here showed a little too much of the little guy in the cook's hand.
Like to hold the water, just like that.
Here's a closer look.
You hold the side and then push up. So water come out.
A plastic toy that sprays water made to look like the figure is urinating when its toy pants are lowered. Last night at dinner, Wasabi Restaurant admits one of the chefs shot some of the water in the face of one of its customers.
It peed on me, basically.
It shot water out of its penis. How's that?
Out of its wee-wee area.
Isabel and James Lassiter.
Does that make sense?
She is playing the victim card. She has done way more in her life. This does not bother. She's looking for a payday. She doesn't give one shit.
Here's the thing. It would bother me. I don't find...
It would bother me too. I think it's BS. I think it's stupid.
I don't find that sort of humor funny. I don't think it's cute. I think anything like that is just not ever. Like, I think pulling your pants down is not hilarious. I don't think peeing on somebody, I don't think R. Kellying somebody is hilarious. I don't
either.
However, I also wouldn't call it sexual. Like, do you have any idea? This is why I don't call things that are that are rape sexual assault, and I'm not going to call something like this sexual assault, because there are people who are sexually assaulted, and this shits on all of them. Let's be honest.
I am with you 100%, but she's looking for a payday.
Oh, for sure.
She is that type of person.
Also, it looks like a mom and pop hibachi place. How much are you going to get?
Yeah.
Nothing. You're going to put them out of business. You're never going to get any money from it. What are we doing here?
Yeah. I know.
Here on A Job from Texas say they were mortified when the chef essentially made the toy urinate water on Isabel.
In front of our minor children and grandchildren.
It really didn't have a wiener, but you got the point.
They were so upset they even called the police, citing assault.
It was a sexual style assault on wire.
Police also noted the doll wasn't, well, anatomically correct. But Isabel and James say that doesn't matter.
I mean, just because it didn't have a weenie.
Just because somebody may cut off that little piece of plastic to say, okay, it's not there.
They don't, I mean, I don't want to judge people by the way they look, but I'm gonna. They don't look like this bothered them. They don't look like this type of folks that, although
they spend every evening in a bar.
Yeah, they look like they smell like an ashtray.
Absolutely.
Anymore doesn't change the fact that you're getting peed on.
Yeah,
the general manager, Johnny Huang,
I apologize.
Says he apologizes to the family and that he's never had any complaints about the toy before.
And the kid like it. They pay the water.
12-year-old boys are 12-year-old boys are going to think that's hilarious, correct? But also, don't spray water in my face. Like,
absolutely not.
If I'm out, I've done makeup. I've probably done something with my hair.
No.
Like, don't spray water on people. That's not cool.
And in other countries, humor is different, and it is just how it is.
They're not in another country, though.
No, they're not. So learn what the humor is in this country.
Yeah.
A gun, kind of like a water gun,
But now he says chefs will at least ask permission before showing more of the toy boy again.
Ask permission.
So far, no charges have been filed, but the family says they are still considering pressing charges.
Of course they are.
They say they'll make up their mind over the next couple of days, but we want to hear what you think right now. We have a big conversation going on my Facebook page. Just go to Facebook and search NC5 Jason Lamb to weigh in. Rory?
No,
Thanks, Jason.
They're going to have a GoFundMe They're going to have a GoFundMe, and then they're going to get a lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's going to be, oh no, that's just ridiculous.
I thought you'd like this story. Hold on, Zena got out of focus. There she is. Out of focus, out of frame. Whatever. Same thing. Same difference? Whatever.
Screwed Up Rebellion, they do look like they smell like meth. I don't even know what meth smells like.
I don't either.
They look like they smell like meth. That's good.
Like, the smell of like, say, the Jefferson Inn in Chicago, where this floor is sticky and it's like old beer smell.
Beer
that's
and pee.
That's what they.
When you walk into when you went down into the lower part of the L,
the tunnel underneath Harlem Station.
Yeah, and it smells like pee and grease and cigarettes and feces.
Yeah. Yep, that's what they smell like. I
And
can
homeless
tell.
people. That smell.
Oh, man. It's a very distinct smell.
I'll never forget that smell. Yeah. That smell.
Wrong button. Okay, so man pulls gun after Burger King worker would not accept drugs for payment.
Oh, that's too bad.
He really wanted a Whopper Jr. with cheese, and all he had was meth.
I could go for one of those.
A man pointed a gun at a Burger King drive-thru worker who wouldn't accept drugs for payment and later shot at other people elsewhere the same night after being spotted acting suspiciously spelled wrong. What? Who wrote this article?
That is the worst when they have terrible grammar in these. Who does?
I kind of don't even want to read this article anymore after getting to that word.
And you're like in the first few
sentence.
sentences.
Yeah. And holding a Bible. Eugene Robertson has been suspected or sentenced to 143 years in prison for his crimes. Prosecutors who announced the sentence on Thursday said the drive-thru incident was the beginning of a series of crimes Robertson carried out in the Denver suburb of Aurora on October 17th, 2022. No one was wounded in the string of incidents. Earlier this year, in April, a jury found Robertson guilty of 17 crimes, including 8 counts of attempted murder. The sentences for many of the crimes were stacked on top of each other, leading to a long sentence. Robertson, age 40, faced a maximum sentence of more than 400 years when he was sentenced on August 9th. We consider this 143-year sentence justice for multiple victims he put in fear that night. Jurors recognize the severity of the crimes this defendant committed. This guy, 143 years, which, by the way, it's kind of crazy, these sentencing, how different the sentences are.
Thinking this, you can kidnap a child, murder somebody,
get 15 years.
Yeah, but here's this. And this guy's getting 400 years.
Well, 143, but still, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Do you remember the Crystal Kaiser case?
Yes.
I will put that in the chat, the link for that in the chat here in a second, because I did a whole episode on this. She was finally sentenced.
Oh.
So, long story short, by the way, like I said, I'll put the episode in the chat if you want all the details on this case. But this bitch, I mean, sorry.
Whoa, Katie Moore.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say this cunt. Sorry. That's
off air language that we just heard, people.
I'm sorry. I don't like her.
Oh my goodness.
This woman.
I'm taken aback. Excuse me.
I know, I'm sorry. But she was a prostitute and she advertised herself on a website called backpages.com. This is all from memory right now, so bear with me. So this person, this human, advertised herself on backpages.com, found a John who gave her money for sexual favors. And she decided that this guy has too much money and she does not have enough money. So she killed him in cold blood, then burned the dude's house down, bragged about it on social media, and was convicted of all this stuff. And her defense was she was sex trafficked, even though she's the one that decided to become a prostitute and average. She didn't even have a pimp. She was her own pimp. This guy was just a John. He was not her pimp or anything like that. She was not sex trafficked. She decided to go into a life of prostitution. All right, here's her sentencing. Why do we have no... Oh.
And a woman accused.
Start over.
In Wisconsin, a groundbreaking legal decision involving sex trafficking and a woman accused of killing the man who she says abused her. 22-year-old Crystal Kaiser is facing life in prison in the killing of Randall Voller when she was 17 after meeting him on a sex trafficking website. Prosecutors say in 2018, she went to Voller's home in Kenosha, Wisconsin, shot him, and set him on fire. Kaiser says Voller sexually assaulted her and sold her to others for sex. But it wasn't just her.
He didn't do that, by the way. He did not do that. He was just a John.
Voller reportedly was about to be arrested for sex crimes against children before he died, specifically about abusing about a dozen underage black girls. On Wednesday, Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled that Kaiser can apply a state law at her upcoming trial, that sex traffic victims can be absolved of crimes, even murder, if their actions were a direct result of being trafficked. The justices said Kaiser still must show the killing was connected to being trafficked.
I hope that other states would take note of what Wisconsin did, take note of the laws that already exist in other states, and follow suit.
That's Mallory Littlejohn of the Chicago Alliance Against Sexual Exploitation, who says this decision could help shape legal immunity of traffic victims nationally. According to Legal Action of Wisconsin, nearly 40 states passed laws giving trafficking victims some level of criminal immunity. And for survivors, hope. Shonda Cooper, CEO of Grateful Girls, Inc., a support system for victims of human trafficking, says this decision is a milestone.
If you are a victim or survivor and you find yourself in a situation similar to hers, there is a chance that there's some immunity towards that.
Kaiser's story has gotten national attention with over 1.5 million signatures on change.org, a petition to drop all charges on Kaiser. And Littlejohn hopes national coverage gets Americans to pay attention.
There are such incorrect stereotypes about trafficking survivors in America, that they come from Asian countries or Latinx countries, when in fact there are people that could be your next door neighbors that are trafficking survivors, and people that could be your next door neighbors that are perpetrating.
In a 2019 interview with the Washington Post, Kaiser shared she was from a troubled home and that Voller had been her only friend. No trial date has been set yet. Kat Sandoval, Newsy.
I thought this was the sentencing video, but apparently not. She was sentenced to 11 years, by the way. I don't know what.
11.
Yeah, she was sentenced to 11
for
years.
murder
and arson. Oh, I guess that was just an old story. I guess I have to read it. Sorry. A Wisconsin woman who killed a man she claims sexually assaulted her when she was a teenager has been sentenced to 11 years behind bars. Crystal Kaiser, by the way, I put the link in the chat of the episode I did about Crystal Kaiser, going over all of the details of the case. Crystal Kaiser, who is now 23 years old, will spend 11 years in prison and another 5 years on extended supervision for the fatal shooting of Randall P. Voller. Kenosha County Circuit Court Judge David Wilk handed down the sentence on Monday. Kaiser was just 17 years old. By the way, 17 is an adult in Wisconsin. Kaiser was just 17 years old when she shot and killed Voller. Just the word "just" in here before the number 17 bothers me. She was just 17. Okay.
Yep. Old enough.
Literally an adult in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Was just 17 years old when she shot and killed Voller in Kenosha, Wisconsin in June of 2018. She was initially charged with first-degree intentional homicide, but later pled guilty to second-degree reckless homicide, which spared her a trial and possible life sentence. Prosecutors dismissed all other charges. Prosecutors say Kaiser planned to kill Voller because she wanted to steal his BMW, but her attorneys argue she acted in self-defense after suffering years of sexual abuse at Voller's hands. Kaiser, but it was like 18 months. It wasn't years. Kaiser says she was sexually assaulted by Voller, who sold her to others for sex. There's no evidence of that. According to court documents, Kaiser put a gun in her book bag in June of 2018 and told her boyfriend that she was going to shoot Voller because she was tired of him touching her. She went to his house. This is insane. I can't relive the whole episode again. Watch the episode. It's insane that I'm tired of him. Then stop going to his house. Simple as.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do... I'm skipping some stuff because we're going long. But earlier... Sorry.
Starving to death. But it was my fault because I jumped on out of nowhere. So you do your show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go get a snack.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. So I think you already know this story anyway.
Okay.
So I tuned into a trial this week, and I can I'll find if anybody's interested in the actual trial, let me know and I'll send you the links. It was like a 3 or 4 day trial, but it was in regards to a bunch of barbers who came to Atlanta from Memphis on vacation. They rented an Airbnb. They actually rented two Airbnbs, and they decided to go out drinking all night and smoking marijuana. When they left the club, or the lounge, they call it, when they left the lounge at like 2:30, 3 a.m., they're on 85 going east, and they're speeding. So a state trooper gets behind them, and let me do this real quick. State trooper gets behind them, lights them up, pull them over. This dude, instead of pulling over, decides to run and gets onto 400 North, ends up taking the Lenox Road exit, crashing, killing his two friends that are in the car. There was a trial this week. Let me play the news story for you, and then I'll tell you how that went.
In Buckhead, our live team.
Okay. Play.
Following breaking news just over Georgia 400 in Buckhead, our live Team 2 coverage continues there with Kristen Holloway. Kristen, at least better traffic news from your vantage point.
Yeah, Mark, that's right. That accident cleared just about 15 minutes ago. It was towed on that tow truck. We got some video earlier. You could see that car was flipped on its side. Half the car was missing.
Look at that. Just look at the car. This man killed two people because he didn't want to get caught with marijuana in the car. And he had a gun in the car too, by the way. Look at this car. I want you to notice how banged up the passenger side is and how not as banged up the driver's side is. Just pay attention to this car.
Bad news here. We do know that one person died here on the scene. Really bad accident. Shut down this intersection here at Lennox Road for about several hours. But again, that is cleared now. You can take these routes. Of course, we're going to keep you updated as soon as we find out what may have caused that crash.
Okay, so what caused
to a child, especially if you are in a pool?
What caused the crash was this dude, Eric. I think his name is Eric. The last name was Poole. So this guy is in town partying with his friends, leaves the lounge, like I said, and crashes. Two of his other friends were in the car, and both of them ended up dying. A busy Buckhead artery has reopened Friday morning after a deadly crash. Lennox Road was shut down at Georgia 400 after a crash involving at least one car around 3 a.m. The car was seen on its roof. It was flipped over. Police said a Georgia state trooper attempted to stop the Infiniti Q50 for speeding around 3 a.m. on Georgia 400. The police said the driver turned off the vehicle's lights, sped away, got off the highway at the Lennox Road exit. The Audi traveled across the intersection, hit a concrete wall, flipped over, and burst into flames. The trooper was able to put the fire out, but two people were dead inside the car. One of them actually was ejected from the car. The other one was dead inside the car. Another person inside was seriously injured. The victims' identities has not been released. So let's see. Oh, I thought that was a video of it. It's not. Never mind. Anywho, I watched the trial this week. This guy's claiming that he wasn't driving, even though it was his car, and he was driving. He said he wasn't driving, that he was asleep in the back, doesn't remember anything. He woke up in the hospital. He doesn't remember a high-speed chase going 130 miles an hour, weaving in and out of traffic. He said that he was in the back seat. Keep in mind, the passenger seat passenger ejected from the car. The other person who was the other person who was in the car was found dead in the back seat. And he says that he wasn't driving. Also, keep in mind that his feet were pinned in by the pedals of the driver's seat. This trial ended up in a mistrial, hung jury. I was so angry. I put a lot of time and effort into watching this trial, and I needed you all to know. Anyway, that was that story.
It was good. When I watched it was pretty good.
Yeah. Where's the body cam video I wanted to show? Womp womp. Tell us about the part that you saw while I found the video. I
watched the medical examiner part.
They showed everything in this trial. Mm-hmm. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, dead bodies on YouTube. Just
dead bodies everywhere.
Laid out for everybody to see.
It was crazy that they could show that on YouTube.
I know.
I couldn't believe it.
I know. Just right there.
Yep.
It's crazy.
All right. So this is not a very long, I mean, it's 20 minutes or whatever, but we'll try to get through it. Let me know if you want me to pause, and if you just wave or something and I'll pause it. I'm going to try to get through it quickly, and then we're going to be done until Thursday.
Okay.
Hit and run.
Ma'am, get in your vehicle and then get in front of her. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Officer Trevor from the Fort Myers Police Department. The reason I'm stopping you is, as I'm driving by, she's waving me down saying that you hit her car. So
you can look at my car. It's a white car.
We'll get it
I've
all.
been on the phone the whole time. Ain't nobody. Call your supervisor too.
I got you.
Call your supervisor.
All right. What do you need a supervisor for?
I'm calling your supervisor because first of all, if she making a false report, she going to jail. First and foremost, you're wasting my time. Not only that, I work for the government my goddamn self. So you think that I'm going to be out here and hit your car and keep going? It aggravated me, sir, because she came through the goddamn thing. She damn near...
I do not approve of this language. this person may also be the C word.
Killed me on Ortez with a ladder. Hey,
Oh no.
Nene, hold on, because I'm talking to the office here.
So just like I said, that's what she said. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what's happening.
I
That's
say
all.
call your supervisor. Pull her ass up. If I hit her car, I have a mark on my car, and she should have one on hers.
So I'm gonna, before I call supervisor, I just want you to explain to you. When I ask for him to come, he's gonna ask me for what, okay? So I need a legitimate reason to ask for the supervisor, because right now I'm investigating a traffic crash.
You ain't investigating a traffic crash, because if you were investigating a traffic crash, it'll be damage to her vehicle and mine.
But
I can't hit you if you coming behind me. First and foremost, how would I hit you if you coming behind me? She got a ladder in her trunk. So if I hit you, right, I should know what's hanging out your trunk.
Ma'am, that's what she said to me. I'm investigating because I gotta find out if it is or isn't.
That's bullshit, and I got something to do. That's why I'm frustrated. Because you playing with a car in traffic. Two young, stupid, dumbass girls could have killed more than just me. I've been here with my damn thing hooked up.
Now, just first impressions. Do you believe her?
I'm not sure what's going on here. I kind of want to have heard the other woman's story.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just asking first impressions.
Well, I mean, usually when somebody is this riled up, it kind of is like an admission of guilt.
Yeah. Bingo. Let's watch.
It's aggravating. It's aggravating.
So let me go talk to her, see what she's saying. Because
she's frustrated, by the way.
I heard
all she told me was she hit me. That's why I stopped the car. Okay. So give me 1 minute to go figure it out. Let me go figure it out.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, the lady up there. Shush. Sorry. And our guard dog. Oh, yeah. I want to hear the nonsense.
Hello. Can
Hi.
you tell me what happened? Because she's just kind of yelling at me.
Yeah, of course she is. So, we literally just got off work. We're all getting off.
Also, tell me, does this not look like a miniature version of Xena or what? With the little white on the chest and everything? It's like a mini Xena.
It's a baby Xena.
Xena's hungry, by the way, guys. Just saying.
Highway 75 on MLK.
Okay.
We're turning onto Ortiz.
Okay.
She's behind us. Obviously, I have a ladder and we're trying to be safe. So I turn left. She starts swerving.
It's a merge.
The merge.
So
You know the merge area?
Yeah.
She literally starts swerving to get around.
there's a car in front of us, too.
There's multiple cars in front of us. She can't make it around me. So then she honks at me like crazy. Then she swerves and like cuts me off. Literally, like I had to stop and brake check and everything.
Okay.
Then we took a picture and we were trying to take.
Okay, so you have first impressions of both of them now. Who do you think?
They seem very level-headed.
Right? And they followed her at a distance and called the police. Like just everything you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Vilified Freedom. Good to see you in an actual live. I know you said sometimes you come back and see the why I'm trying to put it. Are you?
I'm sorry, I tried to do the same thing. You do it. I'm not going to touch buttons.
Number 2's clicking at the same time I'm clicking. Vilified Freedom, thank you very much for the super chat. And like I was saying, it's so good to see you in an actual live. I know you said sometimes you come back and watch the replay. You're part of the replay gang, but it's so good to see you live. And I don't know if you know this, but over here, when somebody supports the channel, you're also supporting Xena's milk bone habit. So, Xena, Vilified Freedom loves you. You sit. Thank you.
Oh, look at her. She's just the sweetest.
Do a shake. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Back to let's just see what we think of this situation.
Video of what she was doing, and then when
Do you have those I can look at?
Yes, and then when what's it called? We got to the roundabout. She literally was like slowing down because she saw that I was there trying to take video of her. And then I went to go around her. She had more than enough space, sir.
Yes.
And she literally rammed my car and was like, yeah, I got you. And then she tried to drive away. And then I was like, are you serious? So you're going to hit me and then drive away? You can't even talk to me like a human being?
What side of your car did she hit?
The left side. I was trying to chase her down after she hit me. Is there damage?
Where did you feel the hit? Back there?
I don't know. Somewhere. On your side, like your side. Somewhere on this side.
Can you step out for me and just take a quick look?
Yes. Yep, that's her.
So
That's
the door right there?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's just ridiculous, you know. The fact that people drive
Man,
crazy.
just stay back there while we're still trying to figure it out.
She's getting out of the car to confront them on the side of the road. Also, I love the fact that these officers have high-vis vests on when they get out on a traffic stop. I think that's a great idea.
It's like France.
Yeah. Yes, exactly like France.
Okay.
But while you playing common sense, you don't know where.
Ma'am, you're good. Go sit in the car.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Go back to your car now. Go back to your car. We're not doing this shit. Go back to your car.
Your supervisor.
I'll call him for you, but you can't.
Thank you, because y'all wasting my time. Somebody hit your car with no damage. That don't make sense.
Go back to your car, please.
Can you do me a favor? You guys can get both of your licenses and the registration, so I can do the crash at the very minimum for you, okay?
One of our subjects is requesting a supervisor.
Okay. Give me a few minutes, all right?
You trying to shoot around me on Veronica Shoemaker and got mad because you couldn't run me off the road. Then you weigh the police down and tell the police I hit your car. I'm gonna hit your. I work for government. Call your county government.
Ma'am, can I have your license?
There's no
You're
dogs.
muted.
I know. There's no dogs here right now to give a treat to. That's the other rule around here. When I speak while I'm muted, the dogs also get. I'm going to give my dogs diabetes just from speaking while my mic's muted. She's saying she works for the government. I highly doubt she still has that job. At least I hope she doesn't, because is this who you want? Also, when she says she works for the government, what do you think? Like, if you had to guess, I don't know the answer.
She's
but
a janitor. She cleans toilets in government buildings.
I'm thinking like the DMV, maybe. She seems like a DMV worker. Maybe the post office. Possible.
She seems like she could go postal.
I see a high-vis vest in her car as well. So maybe I'm thinking DMV.
They don't wear high-vis vests at the DMV.
Please.
Well, they do if they're out there like setting up the cones for the traffic tests, right?
Maybe she's a mail carrier. Maybe because I don't know, do they wear vests when they're delivering mail? No.
That's why I was thinking, like, you know, when you go to take your driver's test, how they have the person out there. Like,
we're grasping at straws here.
All right.
We have no idea.
No, I want your supervisor.
He's on the way.
It's no crime committed. My client hit, neither
All right,
is her.
so stop and listen to me, okay? So now I'm requesting your driver's license so that I can do the crash report. If you do not give me your license, I'm gonna put you in handcuffs.
Go ahead and please.
Oh, please put her in handcuffs.
She's coming out.
Oh, wait, it gets good.
I can't wait. Pull her out the passenger side window, please.
Ma'am, step out of the car.
Yes, that's fine.
Step out.
That's fine.
Go to the front of my car.
No problem at all.
Okay.
No problem.
Go to the front of the car, right here. Take a seat. So I'm gonna explain it one more time. You can give me your driver's license so I can do the crash. I'm gonna put you in handcuffs.
You first and foremost. Let's be
I'm done because you keep yelling. Turn around.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Put me in.
It didn't have to be like this.
No.
It did not.
Also, by the way, if you're involved in an accident, whether it happened or not, they have to do the report. If you work for the government, you know this. It doesn't mean you're guilty or not guilty. They just need your information so
That's
somebody can
all.
do an investigation. They like her insurance company, if she's saying that she did not hit this person or that there was no crash, her insurance company will do an investigation and prove it was the other person's fault. But they need your driver's license to do that.
And that is the insurance company, whether they are at fault or not, will automatically take the side of their clients and try to prove it immediately that it wasn't their fault.
Trust me, I'm in the middle of this right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So it's just, it did not have to be like this.
Yeah. By the way, I saw We Need Peace was asking how I'm doing from the accident. Anybody who wasn't here a couple weeks ago, I was rear-ended by a Suburban, by the way, which felt like a tank in my little tiny Buick. On my birthday, if you can believe that, happy birthday to me. But I did have a back injury, and I went to a follow-up doctor's appointment on Friday. Just a little update on me. And they're going to do needles in my back this coming up Thursday. Like I don't even know exactly. There's a name for it, but they're gonna stick me with needles and numb the part that hurts. So
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the chat.
Oh, what are they saying?
Oh, it's just been a great chat during this body cam.
I love my chat.
It has just been fantastic. The chat is great.
If I haven't told you guys lately, have I told you lately that I love you? I love you guys. Thanks for being here.
Oh man, we sang to you guys. This doesn't happen every day.
That
is how much we love you.
It might happen every day. It just depends on how many super chats come in from Sorry, I just that was a joke. That was a joke.
I kid. I'm relaxed. You just illegally pulled me out of my car.
She looks relaxed.
Let go of your phone. Let go of your phone.
Why do you have my phone?
Because you're going in the back of my car.
I'm not under arrest.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're being detained.
No, detained for what?
Because you
detained
are.
For why are you putting your hands?
Because
now you're gonna be arrested, woman.
Because of your attitude, ma'am. Why am I being detained?
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get in.
I'm glad that you are. Go ahead.
Get in.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Then you try to hurt my wrist. I'm gonna sue the out of y'all.
Good luck with that.
Give me a couple minutes to figure out what I'm gonna do with her, all right?
Such a big man. I asked you for your supervisor. You denied me your supervisor. You took my personal property. Baby, I know my rights. I work for the government myself. I'm glad you're doing this. I'm glad you're doing it.
She looks very glad that she looks so happy that they're doing this.
I just hope your government's supervisors see this body cam footage.
Totally. Go ahead. I'm glad you're doing this. Okay.
I'm glad too. I'm so glad.
We just entered the community.
You illegally detained me. Illegally. This is kidnapping. This is
kidnapping.
Did not legally detain.
It's whole kidnapping.
Whole
kidnapping.
Whole.
Detain you. I explained the reason.
You illegally
I explained the reason.
So if I just make up a lie, why didn't you snatch her out of her car? Why didn't you snatch her out of her car? For what? What are you getting my driver's license for?
I'm doing the crash report.
You're doing the crash report to what? What a crash?
Because they're alleging you hit her. There's a scuff mark where they said that you hit her. There's a scuff mark on their car. Okay. All right.
You want to roll her window down and I'll try to talk to her?
Oh, good luck with that, sir. Good luck.
That voice.
I know. And the whole, when something is happening that you do not like, saying I'm glad that this is happening is just annoying. It's just
I know.
really annoying.
I know.
Oh, you're detaining me? Oh, you're arresting me? I'm glad. I'm so
Are you?
happy that you're
That's
detaining
great.
me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You say you're supervisor, yet you still supervisor. But you telling me some bullshit and you know they bullshit. That's the part. No, because it got me hot. Y'all treat me like I ain't shit. Y'all treat me like I don't work for the government myself.
Nobody
That's
cares
bullshit.
that
So
you
of
work
course I'm
for
gonna
the
be
government.
upset. That's bullshit. Hold on, okay? Instead of him treating somebody with respect, look at my friends. I asked for a supervisor. How long we?
Okay, so this whole respect thing. These officers are so respectful to the two girls who are respecting them.
Yep.
Do
Respect
you
is given where it is earned.
It is
earned
earned.
where it's given. Where you know what I mean.
I got
You know what I mean.
My point being is that if this woman acted like a normal human being who was part of society,
Yep.
None of this would be happening. None of it.
Nope. She started it immediately.
Out the gate. Out
Yep.
the gate.
Out
Why,
the gates.
Why are you pulling me over? It doesn't. There's a report that's you hit somebody's car. There was some sort of accident. I need to investigate it. End of story. Give them your license. Chill.
Yeah.
This officer needs to be saying chill. Chill.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
No supervisor.
I called a supervisor.
No supervisor.
Okay, just listen to me, okay?
I can't focus. My circulation being cut off.
All right, you want me to?
I can't focus. I really can't focus.
Try shutting your mouth.
That's why when I got out of my car, you see what they did? Turned their head sideways and rolled up the window. Them was road raging. Now pull y'all cameras at the jailhouse and you'll see what you dealing with.
You wanna,
Two liars.
You want to step out real quick so I can fix the...
He knew exactly what the he was doing when he put him this time.
All right.
You know it's bullshit. I hit that car. Bitch, I ain't hit nothing.
It's a little better?
This... Can you put him in front of me?
No.
I'll put a second pair on for you. How's that?
I'm damn near 6 foot. This is so humiliating. This is why people file reports. This is why lawsuits are made. For shit like this. This is so humiliating. I'm on the side of the road in a hand car, and this is what I'm dealing with. Right
you
now,
did it.
Then you see the bitch, look at it.
And how nice are these officers being to even loosen those and put a second pair on for her? They don't have to do that.
No.
They are being so respectful. And I don't think they should be with this attitude that's happening.
No, she did it.
See the fake in her eyes. You see that? You can see it.
Sit in the car.
Bitch, you see him, no? You see him. You see him. That ain't somebody that's innocent.
Listen.
That's a mother that got mad because they couldn't beat me for my
I'm being patient with you, okay? But I need you to talk to me, all right?
I'm aggravated, sir.
I get
I'm
that.
out of my car.
She's frustrated.
Realistically, he's saying a police report for me hitting your car. How did I hit your car?
Let me explain, okay?
You ain't even investigate my car for 2 seconds.
Nobody can shut you up for long enough.
Like, honestly, seriously now, if she would have acted like part of society, they would have been, like, it would be over by now. They would have taken the information down. They would have exchanged insurance information.
Yeah. She wouldn't give her information to the cops.
Yeah.
Which put her in this situation.
For reals, yo.
For real. No cap.
Oh my gosh. I am cutting that and sending it to your daughter, by the way. I'm going to clip that.
Says, don't ever do that again, Mom.
Somebody clip that so I can send it to number 2's daughter, my goddaughter.
Don't ever do that again. Never.
Why he took my phone and any of that? That's my right. You stripping me of that. I know my rights, bruh. I work for the government myself.
I know my rights, bruh.
All my partner got was she was laid down by them. Okay. And
Bullshit.
hold on. That's
spitting.
I was on the phone with them. I heard.
Got me here sweating like a nigga. This shit is. How long is your supervisor gonna be, sir?
I'll call him again. All right.
Please see how long your supervisor.
Did she just say she's sweating like an N-word? Is that what
I
she
didn't
said?
hear that.
I gotta rewind. I think that's what she's. So somebody in the chat, let me know if that's what she said.
With them. I heard.
Got me here sweating like a nigga. This shit is. How long is your supervisor gonna be, sir?
I'll call him again.
She
all right?
did. Please see how long your supervisor gonna be. Please.
They'll do too.
I'm sitting here sweating like some type of animal. In the car with our help, they
the shoe fits.
The AC
Somebody
works.
just started making So
I mean, she
when it comes
said
to these
it.
types of situations,
I didn't
all right,
say
you gotta
it.
get both sides of the story. From what I saw when I got here, okay, I was the second officer on scene. You were already screaming at us and at them, okay? We're not trying to be jerks to you.
He was, not you. You got a little bit more respect. But for him to take me, slam me.
Guess what time it is, Zena? Guess what time it is, Zena?
I'm gonna turn off my microphone so I can eat a pretzel.
Okay. I'm
'Cause
gonna
I
give
deserve
Zena,
one.
you know these little treats, these special ones, they're little stars. Aren't those adorable? I know. Thank you, Erica. Zena gets one of the good treats. Do a touch. That's not a touch, that's a lick. Touch. Shake. There you go. She loves those ones. Thank you.
Against the car for some shit he know didn't make sense. If you and two people are in a car and somebody hit you, your first reaction would be to call 911.
She
These
did.
people was behind me.
They did call 911. You hit them. They called 911. Why do you think the cops are there?
Ortez. This dumbass girl came up Ortez, damn near killed two people in the merge. This bitch come through the roundabout, put in front of me. She tried to hit my car. I still made it through the roundabout. We come through.
By the way, you see this car that just pulled up? She called her husband. Her husband's there now. Now, so let's take bets in the chat. Do you think the husband is going to calm down the situation or escalate the situation? Let me know in the chat what you think is going to happen.
Roundabout. We come through the roundabout. This bitch come like this. Wave her hand to the police. They pull me over and say I hit their car. That's bullshit. There should be pieces of the car and everything in the road. The speed limit 45. Make it make sense. It don't make sense.
I will make it make sense for you right now. You scuffed their car. You didn't. It wasn't a head-on collision. When I got hit, there was not pieces in the car, and I got hit hard. I mean, the whole back of my car from the, there's different parts. There's the tailgate, then there's the bumper, and then there's the part. The whole thing from the top to the bottom was smashed by the Suburban. None of the pieces of my car fell off. This was a lighter crash. It sounds like they were traveling like this, and she like scuffed them a little bit, just a little scuff. That's how it makes sense.
They full of shit.
Do you know who this gentleman here
That's
is?
my husband.
That's your husband? Okay.
So this is my girlfriend, Ranisha. She's on her way to
I'm sorry, but we have to interrupt the show again. Thank you so much. I love these interruptions. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Erica. Zena is staring at you. She's got her ears slicked back and everything. Oh, there comes an ear. Zena has one ear that lays flat and one ear that is crooked, which I think is the cutest thing ever. By the way, don't buy a dog. What are you doing buying a dog from a breeder? The best dogs.
Adopt.
The best dogs come from the shelter. Exhibit A right here. The best dog comes from.
They know.
Yeah, we adopted Zena when she was 2 years old. She was adopted as a puppy and then returned. Okay, this story. Another tangent, by the way. Somebody
Many
adopted
such tangents.
Somebody adopted Xena as a puppy. She was adorable. In my community section, I'll put a picture of Xena as a puppy because the shelter still had her picture from when she was adopted out as a puppy. And then the shelter staff said she was adopted by somebody whose the father was part of the Harlem Globetrotters. So a basketball player and his family adopted Xena. Then 2 years later, took her to a boarding facility and just left her there. Never came back for her. Paid for boarding for 2 weeks and never came back for her. And then the boarding place finally ended up calling the rescue organization that adopted her out the first time because she was microchipped. And we had just lost our dog Dusty like a couple of months earlier, and we went to PetSmart to get food for Fritz, which is a German Shepherd. And she was just sitting there. She was the only big dog. There was a bunch of little dogs, and she was just sitting there in the crate by herself. Nobody was even looking at her or talking to her or anything. And I said to Mr. Zed, I'm like, we should give this dog some love just because she's just sitting there by herself and nobody's even talking to her. And Xena, you've met Xena number 2. She did the thing where she hugs and she put her head on my shoulder. And that's how we got Xena. She knew.
Xena sleeps with me when I'm there.
She does. She's the best snuggler. She's the best snuggler. So the best dogs come from the shelter. Please, please, please don't shop, adopt. Back to the video. This is the husband. And the votes in the chat says that he's going to escalate. So we'll see what happens.
Come get me.
Okay.
And going to whatever happened, like I said, I don't know what happened. I guess this car claimed that she hit him and kept going.
Yep.
So my understanding is she pulled over, correct?
No, I did a traffic stop on her to stop her.
Oh, okay.
So I'll stop you right there, okay? There's damage consistent with the crash, all right? She's not going to jail for the crash. She's going to jail for the obstruction. Because I asked her for her ID so I can complete the crash report, and we're going to leave it at that. Because they don't want to press charges. They just wanted a crash report. And then it's everything she did after that. That's why she's going. Okay?
So when we call he's just a normal dude married to a psycho.
And he's like totally understanding. She's like, oh yeah, I know her. That tracks. That sounds like that happened.
How does this happen? How does he go through life married to a psycho?
There's a lot of men that do it. I don't understand. Don't. I'm not going to say it.
That poor man.
I know. He seems like such a nice guy, doesn't he?
He's probably physically abused. I'm being serious. Looking at this video and her
attitude
and attitude, he is probably physically and emotionally abused on a daily basis.
Just the fact that he did not question that happened at all makes me believe that she's like this all the time.
Yeah.
And she's a government employee.
That is sad.
Yeah. Many such cases. Many such cases.
Many.
To this roundabout. That's it. That's what you're saying.
So can I speak up?
Yes. Yeah, she's on this side, right next to that officer. Wolfer. That's fine, yeah. All right, here's your husband, okay?
It don't make sense.
So listen, he told me.
I've been in the truck, anything. I asked him for a supervisor. Call 911 and tell them to send a supervisor here because I'm being kidnapped.
You call 911.
I'm being kidnapped.
It's an abuse of 911.
No, that's not. I'm being kidnapped. I'm being
You will
kidnapped.
also go to jail if you call 911. I'm not playing today.
Look, he said he ain't playing. He don't want a supervisor here because he know he violating my rights.
You can call Sergeant Musa.
He violating my rights.
Fort Myers Police Department.
That's what he's doing. He's violating my rights. I have rights. Because you telling me, you accuse me of something never took place. You didn't investigate. You can't investigate
How
a
are they
crash.
supposed to investigate when you won't shut your trap and let them do their job?
Oh my gosh. I say this almost every one of your episodes. There's at least one person in one of your episodes that I say, how does this happen to a person? There's at least one person that is completely off the wall. How does this happen to a person?
She wants her phone so she can call 911 right now because she's being kidnapped. Are you kidding me?
This is terrible.
20 seconds.
5 minutes off commercial.
What happened to the arms?
Also, if you notice, she doesn't have her arms behind her back anymore. She's got them underneath her. Like she's about to get out of those cuffs. And they were nice enough to put 2 pairs of cuffs on her. They were.
You're right. Look at that.
Yeah. They did her a favor by putting an extra. And this is the repayment.
You telling me you accused me of something never took place. You didn't investigate. You can't investigate a crash in 20 seconds.
5 minutes off.
You didn't give him a chance, woman.
I called him twice.
I know, but this is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm being kidnapped back here. I'm being kidnapped. Because of what? I asked for a supervisor, which is my right. I'm
I know, ma'am.
living away, all of this above. Because I was
You want them to
lied
wait
on.
then?
So if I was lied on, and y'all can prove I was lied on.
All right. My partner actually just said hang out for a few minutes because he's finishing up the crash report now for you guys.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna roll the window up. I'm getting out of the car.
All right, man. I'm gonna have her.
In the car. Just get in the phones. No, just grab it. Hurry around.
It's running the water behind this location. Just look at it.
Put it in your bag. Put it in your book bag.
Do you see what's happening here? He's getting her purse out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying to stash the purse in his backpack. What's in this purse is what I want to know.
Yeah. That's what I thought was going on.
All right. You guys are good.
Excuse
me. You guys are good to go. Thank you for flagging me down and giving me some work.
Thank you.
Yeah, drive safe.
These 2 girls seem like such nice girls. They're coming from work, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could see they had like paint on their hands, so they're doing some sort of physical labor. They just don't want their car to be messed up. Who can blame them?
I want to know what's in that purse. What's going on here?
Put my purse in.
I can't close the bag.
Okay, relax. That's what I'm just don't.
I got it, baby. He's not gonna take nothing from you, baby. I got it. Relax. We trying to get you out now. You want to see what's going on in the car. We ain't for the
This, you see what I mean by energy? This the energy that got projected. This what I be talking about, man. Every time. I just trying to keep that shit away from me.
Victim mentality.
It's your energy that is doing this.
Exactly.
Your energy.
Exactly.
What?
We can walk up here. I gotta take a picture. This Tarman. Yep.
I got. What's the number?
She's still effing yelling.
You'll be able to bond her out here in a couple hours.
All right.
It's a misdemeanor. It's going to be a couple $100.
All right.
All right. Thanks for being reasonable with me, sir.
Why didn't they search her?
I don't know. I would have. I'm assuming the officer didn't see that slick move with her saying, "Get my bag" and all that stuff because he was talking to the other, the young girls.
That should always be a priority, I would think.
Here's the thing: it's not a priority but when you're acting like that, it should become a priority. Like obviously when I got hit a couple weeks ago, they didn't search me or the other woman because we were both normal people,
right? But this type of behavior is a red flag.
It's criminal behavior. Hide my purse. put it in your bag, close the bag is
Right.
criminal behavior. And I'm
And-
not saying that she's going to jail, but I'm not saying that she's a criminal. I'm saying that that is criminal behavior.
Absolutely.
That's all.
I wonder if looking back, they're like, man, what did we miss?
They missed something. I believe they missed
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
There's something in that
did.
bag.
They did. Yep.
It wouldn't have been a priority, and it wouldn't have been so secretive. Get my purse. Like if it was just, hey, get my purse so it doesn't get
It wasn't
taken-
that. It was
it
not
wasn't.
like that.
It
Nope.
was get my purse. Put
Yeah.
it in, zip up the bag, hide it.
Yes.
Hide it. Yeah.
Yep. It was, yeah.
How long for they give?
They have to be here within 30 minutes per policy.
Alligator Alley?
Yeah, alligator towing.
Just call my mama, have them to come to her, because I got tow on my insurance.
That's not how it works.
No.
Yeah, do that, because ain't no need in them towing it. They just doing that being nasty.
It was in the commission of a crime. That's not how it works.
Yeah, exactly. And if they are just doing it being nasty, geez, I wonder what energy they're projecting back onto you. Maybe
Yeah.
if you weren't so nasty to them, they may have let your boyfriend take the car.
Yeah.
Damn, you're a dick. A dick and a half.
What does that make you?
Your supervisor. My God-given right. You rat.
Is it a God-given right? Is it a God-given right?
Your God-given right to see a super. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure that that's not in the Bible. I've read.
No.
I have 2 Bibles right there. 2 of them.
Oh,
I
look it
read
up.
both of them. It's not in there. I promise.
It's not nothing about
Being
supervisors.
The police officer's supervisor is not in the Bible.
Nothing about them.
Wish you had thrown me down like you threw me in them trucks, don't you?
Road.
I have a disorderly female.
Dumbass bitch.
She sideswiped another car in a roundabout at a low speed. And then because she's acting like this, supervisor's like, grab her, take her to the jail. And she's going to continue because she's going to try to put her in cuffs, and she started shoving against us again. And she just wouldn't listen. We were told, bring her straight here.
Y'all got bitches like this in this uniform.
We will talk to you. Come on,
Okay?
you good?
Just relax. But I promise y'all, I have no spit for this.
Let her check you out.
I'm gonna be high.
All right, so she was charged with resisting without violence. I have one more little tiny short story because I like to end it on a happy note. But first, hey, whoa, why did it do that? Oh no, hold on.
No.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I did not mean it like that. I clicked the wrong button, which is usual for around here. Go to katiez.com. We have all sorts of stuff there. This is the ad. And then I have one more story for you guys. katiez.com. You can get, I need to change this featured collection. That was for July and August is already over. What am I doing? You can get all the Katie Z merchandise right here. The True Crime with Xena t-shirt, which I love. It is so cute. Look at that. Look at how cute that. All different colors. All different. I should get one of these light blue ones.
I was just going to say that I like the light blue. It's very pretty.
This is an accurate representation of Xena during the show, by the way. Look at
it is for
look
sure.
at that right there. That's exactly how
it is.
How
It
she
is.
lays. True Crime with Xena featuring Katie Z, because we all know you're here to see Xena, not me. You can get your not my How to Get Away with Crime notebook. So when we're watching all these crimes, you can obviously take notes on how to not get away with them. It's also got perforations in there in case you want to take notes and then pass them to people. You can do that too.
Or rip out the evidence and burn it. Either way.
Yeah, I didn't think of that for
whichever.
sure. If your dog needs a bandana with Xena on it, look at that. True Crime with Xena featuring Katie Z. Not only that, not only can you get all the Katie Z stuff over there, obviously you can get that. It's katiez.com, but you can get Iggy Normus Jr. stuff. You can get the Christ is King collection. By the way, 100% of the profits from this collection goes to onemorechild.org to provide Christ-centered services to vulnerable children and struggling families. You can get a coffee mug, Christ is King, and every knee will bow, every tongue will confess, written on the backside. And that's on the back of all these t-shirts as well, by the way. I love these t-shirts. It was a collaboration between Iggy Jr., Let's Be Frank, and myself, and we decided to create these designs so that way we can make donations every month to onemorechild.org. Along with those, you can get the KFAR collection, Sunset Saints, and Patriot Jam. If you are a content creator and want to have merchandise but don't want to host it yourself, you don't want to do the designs or whatever, give me a call. Actually, don't call me. Text me. Text me or email me. My contact information is in the channel description, and we can get you a collection on here as well.
She's very good at it. She's very good at it.
Do enjoy the graphic designs. I do enjoy it. And then you don't have to worry about, all of that paperwork and all of the mundane stuff, all of that stuff. So last story, it's a short one. Meet LA County's smallest canine named Willowbrook. This is
I need to expand this.
You need to meet Willow. Isn't that the cutest dog ever? I know.
I love it. It's a baby.
It's just a baby. It's just a baby.
All right, last week we were introduced to the LA County Sheriff's Department's smallest member. You're seeing her right here, and we instantly fell in love with her. She weighs just 5 pounds. Yes, she is small but mighty, and just like any other member of the team, she also shows up to work every single day. This is Willowbrook, but don't let her small size fool you. She is one tough pup. After overcoming a deadly disease when she was rescued as a puppy, she completed a rigorous training program to become the tiniest therapy dog in the LA Sheriff's Department. And joining us now is Willowbrook, of course, and her law enforcement technician, Jennifer Stott. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for having us. You, Willow, for joining us. For those that didn't get to watch Tracy's story last week, can you please tell us how Willowbrook came into your lives?
Yeah, she was from up in Sylmar, and she was just a little puppy up in the streets up there from a backyard breeder. And she was very sick when we got her, so we ended up taking her in, and she went through a hospital.
By the way, this is why you need to adopt. Don't shop because of backyard breeders and inbreeding and all of that sort of stuff. Adopt a dog, please.
Hospital stay and managed to survive, and then we joined a therapy dog organization that took her in and trained us, and we now deploy to the stations as needed.
Yeah, and so now she's giving back to those that assisted her.
Yes, she gets to go to the various bureaus, the various stations that we have countywide. She's gone to CHP, the fire department, both LAPD and LA Sheriff's Department as well. And she'll do anything that she can to support any of the personnel that she's come through.
Officer Stott, we were talking about her vest, and we have to say, she weighs 5 pounds. Again, I'm going to say that. But with the vest, she's a total of 6 pounds. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. We're all enamored by this little vest. Talk to us about the vest.
The vest is from Amazon. It's a cat vest, and Goodies Uniforms was nice enough to help us out and managed to make it a little bit smaller so that it would fit us.
Yeah.
And we've got it adorned with the different training patches that she's completed through AKC program, and our trainer organization is Blue Line Dogs, so they've put us through a certification program.
What does the typical workday look like for her?
Well, we don't really have a typical work day. Some days we go in, we'll do dispatch, and it'll be, she'll sit in the chair next to me, and any of the deputies that want to come in and have some time with her, they can come in and have some time with her. And then whenever I do other stuff, we do the mail runs and taking the cars to the mechanics and stuff for our department. So she'll come tag along with me, and then if we happen to see somebody that wants us to come in the station, we'll go do a walk of their station as well and visit with their employees while we're there. Sometimes they'll call us for a large event that might be going on, or a special event throughout the department that's going on. We recently did our suicide walk for suicide prevention, and so she just gets to come through.
Now, does she get to go visit any other places, such as hospitals or schools?
She's a first responder therapy dog, so she goes anywhere that a first responder might be. Okay. So we have gone to hospitals, we have gone to a couple other things.
By the way, when I first heard it was a therapy dog, I'm like, what the heck? Therapy dogs are kind of fake. But also, I think when you have children who are victims, having this little girl greet
Yeah,
them,
that is pretty cute. That's
it
pretty cool.
actually, well, I think it probably helps a lot. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
I've come around on the idea of having therapy dogs in a job like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you.
Typically, we don't do schools too much just yet. We have another organization that does schools specifically to make sure that they can handle lots of children around.
How do you know that when a dog is ready to be a therapy dog?
They do a temperament test first to make sure that they'll be willing to allow random strangers coming up and petting them, especially with a little one like her. We have lots of crowds that come up and they'll come mobbing her all at once to see her. So we do behavioral tests and temperament tests and
I have to say that she was in our newsroom and we were all just smitten. We were so happy to see her. So I can see how that just really does change the atmosphere, right, in a work environment. But one thing that we noticed is that she growls, and you said that that's a good thing.
Yeah, she's very demanding now. She has learned who she likes, and she's learned several people in the different stations that we've seen. So if somebody tries to pass by her without saying hi, she'll growl to make sure that they know that she's down there, as she gets skipped over a lot being down so close to the ground all the time.
She's got to feel so lucky to have you guys and to have had that second opportunity.
Absolutely. She loves going to work. She'll jump in the car anytime we go. And when the gates are opening for the station, she's sitting there trying to jump out of the car to go see everybody. So.
And we've seen her in one of those patrol units. I mean, she is such a small dog. She weighs absolutely nothing. But truly, she just puts on a smile. She gives everybody who meets her is smiling just because of what she offers.
Absolutely. So. Willowbrook.
This is Willowbrook. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. She really does make a difference in so many people's lives. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Stott.
So
do we want to go to break or do we want
a fake cop?
Yeah, pretty much.
That,
which is great. This is a great job for a female police officer in my opinion.
It is.
Perfect.
It is. Fake
Absolutely.
cop that has a pretty cute dog that
pretty cute.
Helps
pretty cute
victims.
Yeah.
The dog has a great job. But
I mean,
she's just a fake.
They both have a great job. That's the show, guys. It is after 7:00. This actually ended up being a pretty long show. Do I have any tabs left to do on Thursday? Well, let's go over what we're doing first of all. So Thursday, just so you guys know, number 2 and I changed the name of our show, which used to be called Friday Night Crime, but it is now called
Many Such Cases.
Many Such Cases, because there are many such cases that we need to go over. Also, we don't know if we can always do it on Fridays anymore. So Many Such Cases will be on Thursday this week. It's going to be a great show. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'm sure I have a lot of good body cam videos. So we'll probably do some body cam videos. And then Friday. By the way, are you available Friday? I didn't even ask you. Game night Friday, because I had a special request to do it on Friday instead of Saturday this week. Or this month. So we're going to do it on Friday. I think we're going to go back to the this one. Hold on. Oh, I think this is the game we need to play because we haven't played it in a long time. And I sent you
those. I think I have some.
I think I sent you some of these cards so you can help read cards. So
I'll look.
We're going to play the Dumb Criminals game on Friday. And then, of course, every Sunday at 4:30 Eastern, you can find me right here on this channel, Katie Zed. I hope to see you all on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Thursday. Stick around.
I'm glad that you let me pop on today.
Yeah. By the way, number 2, stick around because I'll show you the intro that I made today after the.
Oh, okay.
So stick around
Sounds
for
good.
a couple minutes.
I will.
But for right now, I'd like to thank you all for being here, and I'm filibustering till I can get to the right. Okay, got it. Bye, guys. See you Thursday.
Bye.
First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. for new thrills, needed a new track of land. I used to dig The Simpsons, man, bumping Biggie, Pop, Smash Mouth, and Simple Plan. No scrubs for the crease in my pimples, damn. From the south streets of southeast Michigan, hitting shuffle till I settled on a different jam. And when a dime won't do, a better nickel can. And let me tell you, when I used to dig them Simpsons, man. A funny thing about time, you can't get it back. A tight grip, but it rips the jacket. Slight lisp with a mix of traffic. You see about me, like Mr. Glass, always wished I was a whiz at graphics. Take me back to the past where the hits were massive. You can hear Gladys Knight and the Pips on plastic. Misfit molasses. Delete my contacts just so I can stick to glasses. Feel that skipped out, so I miss the classics. Aristotle of the bottle, Seneca of the sinful action, senator of the simple maxim. I swear for a skillful Saxon, I'm still relaxing. Who wanna take a dip in the mind sauce, making up for the time lost, forgetting all my past was when I sign off. Crime bribe, crime rib, Agent Smith, crime boss, popping red pills till my mind's off, mind's off. First Florida man, Endo de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Won't you so loco, show off your photos, throw out your Twinkies, throw up your ho-hos, tuck in them pinkies, them shit's a no-no. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto, brought to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8 subscriber, I'm a fagoso, jump in them sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Threw up that blue pill, moved to a new track. I slew the foothills of that voodoo sap. Microfiche tape decks, I'll sift through that, cause I'll do anything to get the old Simpsons back. Give me the news that make my mood react. I'll swim through the sewer just to make it to the truth intact. And you can shine up that voodoo with new shellac. I'll still do anything to get the old Simpsons back. Imagine thinking Karl Marx is new school Klingon like Huzu. They welcome the ways they can bring on the boots, dude. Declare a major, they get paid to pollute.